Wag-wag-lids, before we start today's amazing episode of Have a Word, we need to tell you about our Patreon, which is the biggest Patreon in UK comedy.
Yes, it is. Not only do you get early access to public episodes, discount on merch, and all that sort of jazz, there's different benefits for each different tier you sign up for, starting at just £3 a month, which, as we've always said, is less than the price of a fancy coffee. The big thing, though, you get an extra bonus episode of this every single week. It's between an hour and an hour and a half of top shelf bullshit. We save our best stuff for the Patreon episodes, and it's only available at patreon.com/haveawordpod.
And we've got the full back catalogue of every weekly Patreon exclusive going back to May 2020. And on top of that, the Patreon exclusives, all the lock-ins, the ghost hunt, the live show, and we've got more shit coming.
We really have. Patreon.com/haveawordpod. Sign up from just £3 a month. Support us. You get more stuff. Everyone's a winner. Now fucking go and do it. Now.
And enjoy today's episode, because it's
gonna be a belter.
Yeah.
Bloody hell. It's the bloody podcast, isn't it?
What the fuck is his deal?
Who's?
Him. He's your best mate, right?
Carl?
He's pushing my fucking buttons,
What
mate.
did he do?
Sonia off his tendons.
I just gonna be like you, Batman.
What did he do?
That's so horrible.
That's Sonia, is it?
Yeah. Sonia.
Yeah.
Sonia.
You do look a bit like Sonia.
Yeah. What's he done? How's he hurt? Yeah.
He's just being a fucking rat.
Doing me fucking job.
Love him though, hey? You're alright, kid. Bit of to and fro, bit of fucking banter.
Alright for the blue. He's alright for the blue.
He's alright for the
blue.
fucking...
For the blue. As blues go. Hey.
Doesn't sound right doing Everton and Liverpool banter in a Cockney accent, does it?
Are you alright?
I'm just in a good mood, you know.
Good.
Yeah.
Happy guy. He's just a happy guy. Oh, that's nice, isn't it? I love it when we all come in and we're in a good mood.
Do you know what I'm going to have to do, though? Just on a stand-up thing. Because I just want to say, I'm going to have to... You know the routine I told you I did on the Apollo, the doctor bit that you seen the other night?
Yeah, it's fucking fire.
I'm going to have to stop doing it now.
For the tour?
No.
Oh.
So, in my head, I was like, once it goes out on the Apollo, it's done. So I've written it for that and it's gone. That's the way I see it.
Oh, so that's when it's being... You're literally giving it up to the gods.
Isn't it like 6 weeks old, though?
Yeah.
So you've written 6...
No, but he need... This is my guess about what you're going to say. You need to get a bit to replace it up to speed for when it's burnt.
Yeah, but also, I'm finding new tags for it.
Oh.
And it's doing me head in. Because I'm getting a bit of like Apollo regret. Where I'm like, there's these new lines and they work.
Oh,
and I just want to not find a bigger punchline than it had. And be like, what have you done?
Oh, because you've burnt it when it was really fucking good. But it could have been all-time great. It's too new.
Yeah.
Great when it...
It could have been, like, I'm getting a regret, like, oh, what could that have routine become if I gave it 6 months rather than 6 weeks?
I wonder...
And it was already fire, which is why I did it.
And it's definitely going in, is it?
I imagine so.
So how does it work with the old editing of Live at the Apollo? You have no say. You've recorded... Did you do half an hour that's going to be cut down to...
I got told to do 20, maybe 25. Try not to do 30. I did 25. And 15 of it was the doctor routine and 10 of it was Victoria's Secret. So...
What, you only did 2 bits?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. Well, no, you started with the jacket joke to warm
I started
up.
with the jacket joke, which is 2 minutes long.
Oh, I remember you sent me that clip where you were like, I have bought everything I'm wearing, I bought today to get you in the jacket joke.
Yeah.
But the jacket joke you already don't do anymore.
No.
So that was good.
I burnt that on me special. But I just, what I was struggling with for a while was a new opening bit.
Yeah.
So I was like, just open with your opening bit.
Fucking great bit.
But yeah, I'm finding new tags in a routine that I've already killed, and it's fucking driving me mad. Like last night, so
Such a specifically weird... Like, I wonder if people who aren't comics get the frustration of that. It's very, very, like, specific, but I totally know your frustration. You're like, you've let one of your babies go out of the house, but you're like, but he was only 14. I don't know if he was ready.
Yeah. I've sent a 13-year-old to work down the mine.
And he could have been like Ronaldinho.
Beautiful child to war. Theo Walcott at the World Cup. Was he ready?
No.
Niche. There's another niche reference.
I did.
Thanks, Sven.
A great gig last night. If anyone's local to Stockport, there's now a weekly Wednesday gig.
We're doing this?
Yeah, I want to plug it for them.
I love this gig, and I love Aaron Wood. He's a good lad.
Dr. Feelgoods. I've got a weekly Wednesday gig. They have a professional opener, professional headliner. Aaron is rising through the ranks himself, currently doing tour support for Tom Stade. It's his gig. He hosts it.
Is he?
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
Tom tends to take largely inexperienced acts on tour with him. He likes giving people a shot, Tom. That's like his vibe.
Stephen K. Amos is the same, isn't he?
Yeah. Yeah. And in the middle they have 2 open spots. And it was great. It was great last night. I really enjoyed it.
Good fun. A good gig. So the people of Stockport and the poor bit of Cheshire, check out Dr. Feelgoods on a Wednesday.
Yeah, but I ad-libbed a couple of lines in that routine where I was like, oh, you fucking piece of shit, this works.
So you've got to let it go.
Yeah. Let it go.
What are you... I've had a pretty shocking summer of writing new material. And now I'm in that weird spot where I'm like, I've got some brand new ideas that could go on to be great. And on Sunday, I did an old bit that I haven't done for 5 years that's just come straight out of the lot. Like, you know, when you get bits out of the attic and you're like, oh, that's how it feels material-wise at the moment. I get old notebooks out and fuck me, has it come out just working beautifully.
Yeah.
You go, I need it.
Yeah.
And I think I'm going to do that going forward, just this weird combo and old bit. How are you with the new stuff now that...
Well, I'm pissed off.
Right.
Because what I've done... Remember last year I said to you, probably on an episode, I think, I need a story.
You had one! You
Yeah,
got one!
I got rid of it!
He's gone to
And it
war
was a
now!
15-minute story that fucking worked, and I've gone, oh, let's get... yeah, so I need another story.
It's the best place to burn it, though, isn't it? Let's be honest.
Yeah, it's great. This is very, very beyond first world problems.
Yeah.
This is like first world living in Beverly Hills with plenty of staff problems. Like it's a great problem to have, but I need to write some new stuff, and I've got a couple of bones of new bits. But yeah, I'm gonna have to kill me baby already.
It's also weird playing to the have a word lot, isn't it? Like we found on Sunday, where you're like, I have never felt more supported by people who are into my comedy than the people who are coming from watching this to coming to see the live show. And I have never experienced the pressure that I'm feeling right now. I have in a way. So I've done regular MCing for years at certain gigs where you know there's a hardcore of people who've seen you before and you have to turn up with new bits. But you're MCing. So I can get through several nights of MCing without doing material. If it works out right, I can ad-lib the whole night. But there have been moments in these last 2 live shows where I'm like, okay, these motherfuckers have seen a lot.
Yeah.
So that's a new and interesting, again, that is a problem that a lot of comedians would love to have. What, you've got people who really love your stand-up and have seen all of it and they've watched the clips online and they've come to see you a few times. What a fucking nightmare. But it has given me the kick up the arse to be like, I need to be freshening this up.
Yeah.
Even if it's recycling some bits that they've not seen from back in the D's.
What it has done now, these past sort of 8 weeks, say, is it's made me a lot more confident that I can turn this stuff over again. Because I went through a bit of a patch mid-pandemic where I was like, it's just not, the new stuff's just not, I'm not figuring it out. And then I got that Apollo book and I was like, need a bit, and I need a bit in 8 weeks because everything else is already burned, all my great stuff. Because in my head, Victoria's Secret wasn't an option for the Apollo because it's done millions of views online. So I was like, right, you need to get a bit ready. And
did they say, oh, we want it?
They said, yeah, we're happy for you to do that, yeah.
Right, amazing.
So in 8 weeks, I got from a bit that didn't really work at first and I didn't really know what I was doing with it to I was more than happy to do it on that show. And now, because my tour's going to be announced at the end of October, and my tour's a lot earlier than yours. We've sort of done it a weird way round. My tour's going to start in February and run till May, and if we have to add a few extras, which I think we're going to have to because some of the rooms are quite small.
But that's a more normal way of doing it. I just did it I didn't know the selling potential of the podcast. Wanted to give myself time to sell and also get the show right. It's my first proper tour.
Yeah.
You're in a different position, the profile, especially with this TV
Yeah,
stuff.
I just don't want people going, hang on a minute, why have you announced yours 2 months later and yours is 6 months earlier? I'm just explaining.
That's the normal way.
So it's going to run from February till at least May, and then we'll see what happens in the summer if we've got to add a few extra dates, which I think we're going to have to. A couple of big Liverpool shows.
They're going to be good.
But I've got a certain amount of time now to get that ready. So I'm going to do a few tour warm-ups. I'm going to do a tour warm-up at Dr. Feelgood's early next year.
100%.
I'll do a few little shows in Liverpool and whatever, a few Secret Sundays or whatever. But I'm going to have to use me club gigs.
So are both things you did in the Apollo gone then?
Yeah.
Isn't it like half an hour gone from your material though?
He's got the
No,
stuff.
I know, but like that's a big
He's
gap,
got the
innit?
minerals.
Yeah, but like you've got, if you want to be a top comic and you want to get people to keep coming and see, I don't want people to come and see me having seen the Apollo or Club Comic and go, great, what's he got to say? And then the half of the show they've seen before.
Yeah,
it's just not right. Not to be. It's going to be like nearly 20 quid a ticket with booking fees. You got to give people a full new show, and it will be ready by then.
And then it's also about...
I've got another 15 that is new, that is working.
Yeah.
I could close a club now and do a set that no one's seen.
It's just about the amount of stage time, isn't it? And you do a few new material nights or even put on some, you know, whatever, Adam Rowe and Friends or Have a Word, new material. Like, you only need 30 or 40 people who are there to... like, you work like very few other comics. You getting stuff ready for February, did you say? Like, most comics would be like, bloody hell, that's just 4 months away. That if you gig enough, that shit will sing by then.
And I'm at Hot Water pretty much every night in December. So...
My God, I am not. I spoke to Mick Ferry the other day. He was like, we should do a comedian's drink, you know, in Manchester. And I was like, do you want to do it in January? Because sometimes that's what comics do. They have a drink in January when all the gigs die down. And I was like, sometimes it doesn't feel very Christmassy.
Yeah.
It's like sneak it in on a Tuesday. He was like, yeah, I'll have to have a look when I'm gigging. When are you gigging in at Christmas? I was like, hardly fucking ever, because I've got a podcast. I will. I love this pod. I won't ever love it more than December 2021, where I am doing 4 fucking gigs. Try and find me, because I'm not telling you about them. It's great. I'm doing one spannery gig in Frodsham. I'm maybe going to Golborne, just outside Warrington. I'm not doing the 12 gigs a night at Hot Water Run. To be fair, they've not offered me that, but I've not chased it.
I'm not going to do all of them at Hot Water. I'm going to do all the ones at the club. I'm not doing those external ones. I'm just going to do the club. Because I'm only doing December as much as I am because I've got to be ready by February. I'm not doing it because, like, in the past, I've been like, give me as many gigs as possible because I need as much money as possible because I'm fucking skint because I'm a comic who's trying to climb the ladder. Now I'm a bit more comfortable. I'm like, I'm going to do the gigs that benefit the club, but also I want to get to the end of December and be like, I've got half an hour that is fucking locked, loaded and ready to go, and then I can use the whole of January and the first 3 weeks of February before the tour starts to get the other half an hour completely ready to go.
Yeah, and if you've got new material and a new set running in December, like, we've bitched about it, we've talked about it. The crowds at Christmas can be great fun. They don't give a fuck. It's got to be good. The stuff's got to be good. And even some of your best stuff doesn't work at Christmas because they're like, what? And then you get to January when it's all like, we've just come to comedy because we love it. It gets so easy. And it's not January, actually. It's as soon as Christmas is gone and the Christmas parties are done. Like, sometimes they'll be like...
the Gooch is great, isn't it?
The Gooch.
It's the best comedy of the year.
In-between
when people are with their real friends and relatives.
From about December the 28th onwards. And some people bitch about New Year's Eve. I actually quite like New Year's Eve. I think it's mainly friends. It's fun.
I like New Year's Eve.
Yeah.
The only problem with New Year's Eve is you're gigging on New Year's Eve and you don't get New Year's Eve.
Oh, I don't mind. I know what you mean. I don't mind that.
Yeah.
While we're talking about this, it feels like the perfect opportunity. I am retiring from Beat the Frog.
Press the button.
What's up?
There's definitely a sad song in this, surely.
Oh, really?
Yeah. The fucking you are, Beat the Frog.
I'll do it. Go on.
It's like Gary Neville.
Can you remember the tune?
No.
Hello. That sounded like a really weird call to prayer, didn't it?
Yeah. Hello.
Hello. What is it, Carl? What's the call to prayer?
Allah.
Hello. I like hello.
Well, yeah, this is a sad story. You are
Okay, ready?
Frog, aren't you?
Right.
Your face is on the fucking logo.
I'm retiring from Beat the Frog. I've been doing it since 2003, sorry. And I was sexually assaulted there.
Was you?
By Freddie.
Yeah?
He stuck his bearded dick near my mouth and I can't ever go back.
Yeah. You're going to go back once, though.
Yeah. With Freddie there. Because I'm a glutton for punishment. I imagine Freddie's pubes are like...
For punishment? Because it was sexual.
Okay.
Oh, hang on.
Wait. Clever. So, I told the frog, it was really weird because I've been comparing their like 3 Mondays a month since 2003 when I took over.
But we're doing a testimonial, essentially, aren't we?
And basically, I don't want to do another Monday.
Leon Osmond's going to do 10.
Yeah. Tony Ibbott.
We're asking Juventus to come down. So, yeah, I spoke to the frog. Mondays is one of our record days. The Patreon exclusive goes out on a Wednesday, but we record on a Monday, and it's a long night, and I just don't want to do Beat the Frog anything but as well as I used to do it. And now Danny Mac and Brennan are doing it brilliantly. Hayley Ellis is a regular. And I just feel like it's my time. I want to focus on this and the other gigs that I do. So the frog very kindly agreed to let me do that testimonial. My last ever Beat the Frog. I don't want to hijack a normal Monday where they've booked a load of new acts. So we're doing it on Sunday, the 14th of November. It'll start at 7 p.m. It'll all be done by like 9:30, 10 o'clock. And I'm going to sell it to you lot. Obviously, the patrons are finding out about this first because they've got the early release. I'm going to host my last ever Beat the Frog. We're not going to call it Beat the Frog. I think we're going to call it The Last Dan or something. But yeah, it's going to be...
Just in case, because we've got some casual listeners and we've got some new listeners as well. Yeah. Explain what the Beat the Frog is. What is a gong show?
A gong show is an amateur comedy night. The store have been doing something similar, and I basically wanted to get something going at Beat the Frog, and we did a sort of like a gong show format, and I ended up falling out with the store for years about it, which was really unfortunate, and that has finally been fixed, which is amazing, and that's in big part down to the store, and I've just done my first gigs for them, and this isn't anything to do with that. Me moving on from Beat the Frog is more about me being 40 and the crowd still being 21 and being like, I don't give a fuck about you kids. But it's new acts. In the first section, it was newer acts that had maybe beaten the frog and got to the 5 minutes. And then the second and third section was 5, 6, 7 acts in each section, usually about 10, 12, 13 acts each competition, trying to get to 5 minutes. And 3 card holders,
people in the audience get given a card.
And once all 3 of them put it up because they've had enough, they're bored, they don't think it's funny. And once the card was up, it had to stay up. And if I saw 3 cards, I honked the horn or rang the bell, and they had to fuck off. And the frog decided it'd be funny to play Beck, I'm a Loser, as they left the stage. Which is
very similar to the Britain's Got Talent style of, no, I don't like you.
It's entertaining. It basically means that the new act has to pull their fucking socks up. Because when I started out in Manchester comedy, we all got 7 minutes at what I think it was called Red Raw or something. And oh my God, it was bad. Some acts were good, but there was just no incentive to get your arse in gear. As soon as we started Beat the Frog, my God, did the standard get going. And sometimes people have a stinker, and we always let everyone try for the 5 minutes properly. We weren't knobs about it, but yeah, some really good acts have struggled to hit the 5 minutes, and some absolute fucking lunatics have won Beat the Frog over the years. But instead of it being the new nervous acts that are usually there on a Monday, we've asked all the Have a Word alumni that have come through the ranks while I've been comparing. So we've got Brennan, Freddie, Rob Mulholland's coming down, Luke Conran. We've got this list of acts. We've even asked Tommy Twistleton, who's one of our listeners who started stand-up since he started listening to Have a Word. So one of our patrons is coming down to try 5 minutes. I couldn't resist. I'm even going to ask MC Africa Zulu if he'll come to do 5 minutes, because one of my favourite stories ever from Beat the Frog is MC Africa Zulu going, how fast are pigs?
Well, we've got to leave our egos at the door. I think the listeners don't really understand. There comes a point in your comedy career where you go beyond gong shows and you're like, I'm not doing that anymore. If I'm going to have stage time, I get me stage time. I'm not going to risk being booted off by a cunty audience. We're doing it. I'm going to try and do 5 minutes.
Oh, you're going to do the 5?
Yeah.
I love it.
There's no point me fucking turning up and being... Yeah. And I know there's going to be 3 of our cunty listeners just going... I'm going to get to like 4 minutes 30 and they're going to be like, should we just fuck them off? Boom, boom, boom! And I know it's going to happen and I'm ready for it. But...
When was the last time you got gonged off?
I only ever got gonged off twice. I got gonged off at the Comedy Store because I couldn't handle a heckle. That was about my 5th gig. And I got gonged off at a gong show at a pub in Stockport for a gig called A Laugh in Stockport on the day that I found out I hadn't got into university.
Hey. Oh, and by the way, on any form of like carded show, like the gong show style, you can literally just take one misstep and all of a sudden the gig's gone. It's no judge. Like like I say, some very good acts have not beaten the Frog over the years. It is a funny little pressure cooker.
Are you going to do the clap off? You've got to do the clap off at the end. You've got to have a winner.
Oh, that's mental.
No, you've got to do it. It's got to be a proper Beat the Frog, or it's not.
So the Frog were like, so are we calling it a Beat the Frog? I'm like, no. I don't want everyone going on your website and being like, what's this? It's going to be to our lot. You can't be in a clap off with all... I mean, I'd be very surprised. This is why you need to sign up to the Patreon, because this episode goes out on Saturday morning. And so if you're a patron, you get the early release. You see that this is available. These tickets will be gone by Monday when this goes public.
There's only 100 and odd at the Frog, isn't there?
200... I think it's 220 tickets available.
Yeah, they're going to go, aren't they?
Yeah.
There needs to be a handicap of some sort.
No, they're called disabled comedians. Oh, sorry. Sorry, Carl.
That's what I meant.
Right, there needs to be a handicap.
There needs to be some handicapped people.
What you need? Sorry, I'm being a total dick. Why am I trying to get my own pod cancelled? This is going to be a great night. Let me ruin it before it starts. So you need to be handicapped in some way.
No, we just do this thing. We do it properly. It's a proper Beat the Frog, and oi.
On the other
we do a proper Beat the Frog and we do a clap off, and I think it'll be fucking hilarious when Tom Twiddleton obviously wins.
Smokes you.
No,
because I'll have like, yeah.
I wonder if I can get MC Africa Zoo. I'm gonna be like, listen, MC, you don't have to do the story about like, and you know what it is like when you're chasing a pig, and then your brother catches the pig. How fast are pigs? I'm very excited for this.
But we're doing a clap off, or I'm not doing it.
Right? Cool. You've got it.
I want it to be the Beat the Frog that I did at the very start of my career that you used to host. I want it to be exactly the same. Even if it's not called that on the website, I don't give a fuck how you market it. It's Beat the Frog.
It is a Beat the Frog. And the Frog have been super sound because this is something that I don't think anyone else would get this, because I actually worked on the bar at the Frog and was helping out in the office when we came up with Beat the Frog. And it's something that I've cultivated, but they didn't have to let us do one of their shows on a different night where we're basically setting the ticket price and everything.
I feel like they kind of did have to let you do
all
it.
Right, okay. Well, I still really appreciate Jess and everyone at the Frog letting us do this.
Phenomenal. I love
it's going to be so amazing, and it's going to be a hell of a retirement.
Tickets on sale now.
So as you're seeing this, tickets are on sale now. Go to frogandbucket.com.
I reckon we can put the link in the description.
And the link's in the description. Check the description on the episode, and that'll be on the audio as well. The tickets are available now. So Sunday the 14th of November.
You're going to have to be very quick with that. I reckon that will be sold out by the episode going.
And I'm going to get a hotel and have some beverages with my face.
And your nose? You're going to have some nose beverages?
Well, I don't know what you're talking about on a public episode, Adam. That's a strange thing to say.
Cocaine.
Okay. Also,
no cocaine.
Also, just to make sure that happens, Felix Leiter, who I do Show Me the Sample with, has said he'll come down and DJ as well afterwards. So it's going to be quite a little pate-to-tate. Fuck me, I am excited about that. I'm so achy, man. I had the...
Shall we just say now, by the way,
what?
Before we carry on, if we're doing that on the Sunday, should we move that week's Patreon record to Tuesday?
Yes! Jesus, Lord!
Should we do Tuesday?
Yeah. And see if MC Africa Zulu will be a weird Patreon guest. I remember when I first saw Dan Gompe, I thought, what is this? The MC Africa Zulu doing the first bit of material I ever saw him do, where he basically did West African local, was one of the funniest things I've ever seen. Like, what are Ghanaians like? I'm from Nigeria. What are Ghanaians like? They are stupid. You see them and they're like, hello, I'm from Ghana. Just watching a sea of white kids be like, shitting it, because if one of them laughed, it was like, oh my God, am I being ironic? I'm achy because I got my first jab. I got my first...
Second one.
Yeah, Batamala.
Your first jab in October?
Hang on. He just jabbed me and said, that's his second one.
And the second...
the first jab...
8 weeks. Is there meant to be 8 weeks between them, though?
Hang on. You're confused, Carl. The first jab I meant was the COVID-19 vaccine. His jab was a punch.
Similar.
There's no time that needs, you know, it can be,
Right.
you know, same day, not on the same arm. That'd be cruel. Anyway, banter aside,
First one.
I turned up as a 40-year-old man, relatively healthy-looking man, and at every point, because you go in, you fill the form, and they take you through every point when it said first dose, they went, first dose? Which was basically like, are you a knobhead? And you're like, yeah, I am. I am a knobhead. I had to explain I had my first vaccine booked in and then I got COVID 48 hours before it. And then that still doesn't explain why the fuck I've not sorted it out
I still haven't had my second
quicker.
one.
I haven't.
It's been 30 weeks.
Right.
Mine's been about 9 weeks.
Are you trying to style it out without?
I don't know. I am concerned.
Yeah.
I know it sounds stupid, and it probably is, but I don't want it.
You've seen the Nicki
But
Minaj tweet.
I want to go everywhere. No, it's not that. I'm not fucking mental. I'm just a bit like,
I'd like bigger balls. I'd like, yeah. I want to.
With your little dick. Bigger balls.
I want bigger something. You know?
Surely by comparison, that'll make your dick look even smaller.
I don't give a fuck. I want. Is other women who are like, oh my god, they're big mouthful. Full ball in mouth.
You don't want your dick to look like the start of the third ball of a snowman.
That's a weird analogy.
Yeah. Show you the carrot.
You don't want the carrot. You don't want it to look like the cat. Yeah. Hang on. We'll workshop this. Do you think stones or We'll edit that out. Yeah. Thanks, mate.
When's your next one then? Next year.
Feeling really achy. Did anyone else feel achy after they'd?
Yeah,
did you feel achy after you?
I felt fluey. I felt Hong Kong fluey.
Right. Racist.
Was it yesterday?
It was yesterday tea time.
Ballsy.
What, for today?
Yeah.
I've struggled to find another gap, to be honest, because I've got the old jigs. But I feel fine. I feel really good. Genuinely quite enjoy it. Just a bit like, old and achy.
You okay with needles, yeah?
No.
Oh, really?
No, I had to style it out because I wanted to be like, I don't look.
Oh, really?
No, I can't watch a needle go in me. That'd be like,
Can you not?
Blah. No.
Oh, I'm not asked about that, mate. It doesn't bother me.
Just go
Stab
in
me.
and out.
Go for it. Put a
Stab
knife
me
in
with the blade, Joe.
Really?
Doesn't bother me at all.
Yeah.
What? Do you actually watch it go in?
I don't like watch it like sadistically, but like I'm not asked if I see it.
You like dead scouts about it. Go on, go ahead, go on,
me
lad.
with the blade.
Stab me, lad.
Yeah.
I'm just like, go ahead. Wait, which bit are you putting it in? Oh, I. Yeah, good choice.
No, don't do that.
Or just check they're doing it.
Yeah. I'm a control freak.
Oh, I look away.
Do you know what I mean?
Nurse.
I'm like, listen, love. I know where this is meant to go. Listen to me. I know you've done a few, but I've looked into this. About here. Okay? Right in me fucking...
What muscle is it?
Muscle.
Well, Nurse Jackie, I genuinely had a nurse called Jackie, explained it was like the deltoid muscle or something. She was like, it goes in there, may feel a bit...
I just call it me mazzy muscle. Put it in me mazzy muscle.
Your mazzy muscle?
Yeah, as in massive.
As in large.
Oh, yeah. She might think you're dick. It's like, have you ever... What, your massive
not
muscle?
A muscle? It's an organ.
Great chat. Thank you.
Do you reckon you can get it in your dick?
What?
Do you reckon you can get it in your dick?
Only on Booper. I don't think the NHS... I don't think those nurses are being paid enough to
And you'd have
inject.
to get it hard, wouldn't they, to like make it easier?
Yeah, it's an optional extra. You have to pay for it.
What, for the...
You can upgrade to dick injections.
Yeah.
Ah! Awful! I don't want to talk about
Right
it.
in the bell end.
No!
Right.
You put it in the bell end. Yeah.
Through the eye.
Ah!
Through
What
the eye
would
of the
that
bell
do?
end. What?
I'd just like give it a little clean out.
Yeah.
Oh, no. I don't like it.
You can get it in the arsehole as well.
Yeah.
Oh, God, I'm really not looking forward to any form of camera in the dick hole.
But the one in your arsehole isn't a needle. What they do is they put all the medicine on their finger and they just finger you a bit.
That doesn't seem as bad. What if you're like, oh, hello.
Yeah. But you get like...
Mr. Nightingale, you can't come up for checkups every 2 weeks. I'm like, I'm really worried about prostate cancer.
Booster.
You have to pay extra for that. And then you have to pay even extra if you accidentally shit on that arm.
Have you put candles in? You're fucking right.
So they finger your ass vaccine. Yeah. That's an optional extra.
Yeah.
How much?
What?
How much is it?
11 quid.
Wow, same as paying for your own prescriptions.
Yeah.
The NHS are consistent,
That's
aren't they?
that's not a coincidence.
Do you pay for your own finger in the arse? You do. Could you just sign there? Not with that finger. Well, that's a smelly prescription.
Don't
It's got a
sign
pen
with a finger.
finger.
What?
No.
Signs things with the finger.
Well, the finger that had been up the bum. Oh, no, it's not your
There's
finger.
no ink on your finger.
I think we could have let that one ride. I was just being funny. No, it was factually incorrect.
Yeah. I like your t-shirt. That's lovely.
Yeah, it's a bit of the merch.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, it's a bit of the merch available at haveawordpod.com. It says wag wag.
Is it new merch, yeah?
It's new merch. What are we all doing?
I think he's trying to crowbar a merch advert in.
Oh, that's really impressive, Carl.
Not anymore.
Why don't you just throw in an advert for the merch that we've done?
Just thought it seemed more sincere now, but okay.
Should we just throw it in now?
Yeah, just put it. Just do an advert now.
Just do a proper advert now.
When
Like that we've already recorded.
Merch of it now?
Yeah.
Okay, go on then.
3, 2, 1. Merch ad. Wag wag lids. Hope you're enjoying today's Patreon exclusive. We've got some new merch that you can see over my boobie.
Is this real?
This is an ad, this.
Oh, for the merch.
For the merch that you're wearing.
Get one of these ones, but when you buy it, get one that fits you.
They come in different sizes, but I would definitely maybe order one size up, unless you want to feel like it's a Tammy Girl starter bra.
Haveawordpod.com is where you get the merch from, and it'll save you wearing that pile of shite that you're wearing at the minute.
We just said don't be doing the mean thing. You look like a fucking pedo. Get some merch, but he can't help himself.
But look at them. Look through the camera at the fucking scruffy twat on the other side of it.
I like you. I think you look good.
Fucking pathetic.
But you'll look better in Have a Word Pod merch.
That's what I was saying, just in a more polite way.
And that's here, because Carlo put the graphic in.
Haveawordpod.com, if you can't read.
Get on me.
All right?
That looks really unprofessional.
Doesn't?
You can't be having mics in front of your face on a shot like that.
What the fuck are you doing?
No, we can. It'll work.
No, it looks awful.
Oh, have you ever had a sports massage? Because I've just booked one in for Tuesday morning because of these aches, and I don't know if it's just like my shoulder or the burden of like a family and such a small dick. I just want.
I get a bit of pain sometimes from carrying this podcast.
Whoa! Shots fired. I didn't know what.
Thank you for doing the prep again, by the way.
I didn't know. Yeah, don't worry about it.
Danny hurt.
My shoulders.
No.
Sports massage.
massages.
It's booked in for Tuesday with a woman called Teresa. And Laura was like, what type is it? The type with a happy ending. And I went, I hope. And then we laughed. And then I did hope.
Don't
You think Teresa's going to suck you off?
No, I don't want
that's not a happy ending.
Oh, I don't want a blowjob. That's so too far. Just a handy.
I smoke in a pipe with a hand.
I wanted to smoke in a pipe with a hand.
You think a happy ending's getting a sock?
I genuinely thought
Oh, it's a hand job?
No, it's a hand job.
I thought you go to the little Thai massage place and she's like, happy end, and you're like, yeah, and she's like,
No. It's just like, what? It's not what.
They can sit on it.
Oh, no,
well.
they pronounce it. What?
Have you ever had a happy ending from a massage?
I've never had a massage. Oh, no. I have, of a Chinese guy, and he sucked it good. I was like, woo! Hold on to your potato, Mr. Jones. But seriously, he did suck me off against my
When
will.
you get a happy ending,
I was mouth ripped.
where do they fire the cum?
They aim for your mouth.
Into a
They
towel,
go, nature's little bean, open wide. Kung, kung, kung.
No, but
Oh
what?
no! So what is?
Did they get,
no,
like-
there's two of them. One of them turns round and opens their asshole.
Oh, Carl, that was way too far. That was really graphic.
You have to build to that. You can't just come straight in.
Yeah, you start with on the belly and a wipe up,
She's
and then you're
called
like,
the cum
what
bucket.
if?
Good job.
She's called the cum bucket.
Get the cum bucket in.
How do you call her? Cum bucket?
You just
Cum bucket.
Probably just
Oh,
say
right,
a
okay.
name.
Need it twice.
I think a tissue would suffice.
Yeah, but did they do that? Did they come into the tissue and they're like, hold on? Or did they come on your belly and wipe it off? Or did they like suck you? Like, did they not give you a suck?
Stop
like,
asking me like I know. I had a Chinese massage of a middle-aged man. I didn't look what
I
he
know
did
they
with
don't
the
suck
jizz.
you off anymore, but does she come on her own face and then she's like, look, happy?
Why the fuck would you do
That's
that?
the end then.
That's what it's like when you get your hair
Oh,
cut.
so many mineral.
Yeah.
It's like when you get your hair cut and he shows you the back of your head. You're happy? Oh. I'm happy, yeah, nice one, lad.
Can someone write in and let me know? Where
Yeah,
the cum goes?
write in. Not from your work email. Maybe from your private. haveawordpod@gmail.com.
Have you ever said no when they've shown you the back of the head?
What?
Have you ever said no?
What?
No.
What? I miss where we were talking about hairdressers. You've mentioned hairdressers before.
Yeah.
Right, cool. Because I was talking about getting a massage. What kind of happy endings do you get for a haircut? Like, are you happy with that? I fucking will be. Oh, lovely feet.
I I had a haircut this morning. Shout out to Crew Barbers in West Abbey Village.
Who you just done?
Yeah.
What would be an inappropriate place to get a happy ending? What procedure?
The
most inappropriate. Open heart.
Oh, the only happy ending there is Dad surviving, isn't it?
And we're just going to fix that, Mr. Johnson, and almost.
Oh, hang on. You're getting his heart rate going.
His heart's working. There you go. Hang on. Here he goes. Lungs are going.
I don't think it needed that in the end there, did it?
Do you notice I did pre-com as well, though?
Yeah.
He's a professional.
Just let it hang. Let it hang.
Open heart surgery.
Open heart surgery. Do you reckon that's the worst? Open heart surgery.
Yeah, we're going straight there, aren't we? From cum bucket to open heart surgery. What else? I mean, it's basically any sort of medical procedure. I mean, you can see where the massage has ended up with a hand shandy, can't you?
Yeah.
Like touching. I'm not joking. I'd accept it.
Would you?
Oh, if on Tuesday morning she was like, and roll over. Oh, you're enjoying this, aren't you? Mr. Nightingale, would you like me to? I'd be like, is it cheating? I asked Laura and she said, yes, it was.
I think it is.
Is she English?
I think getting wanked off by another woman crosses the boundary of most relationships, yeah.
Well, I know, but on a technicality, she's a professional.
It's worse that she's
providing
English.
a service.
I think it's worse that she's English.
What? So it's not cheating if they're foreign?
No. No, I think it's worse.
Go
if
on,
they're
Carl.
English.
Die on this hill.
If they know like the local boozer, it's worse, innit?
What? Yeah.
Because you can see them there.
Yeah, if they went to school with your like brother or something, like, oh, fucking hell, I know you lot. That's worse, isn't it? That's cheating. Yeah. If they can find you on Friends Reunited, if they're like, I don't even know internet, that's fine, isn't it? Keep doing that voice.
Google.
Keep doing that voice, don't I? Keep doing the voice.
You do.
And this is why certain comedians.
But yeah,
don't
please
like
write in and let me know where the cum goes.
No context, have a word, everyone. If
Right
that isn't
in.
on there, that is a damn shame. Questions. Johnny says, I know Dan hates China, but how much would it take for you to do a secret Sundays gig and say, oh, I don't know, Chongqing. Shout out Chongqing. How much you're asking for and who you're taking out with you. Genuinely.
Nigel Ung, let's get arrested.
Wow.
Oh, yeah. They don't like him.
Do I have to fly out with him?
Yeah, you do, yeah.
I'll be
Do a
alright.
pod mid-flight.
How much would we need? How much would you, honestly, it's good. I don't want to, I'm not taking the door.
I'd do it. I'd do it for expenses.
What?
Just travelling, it's sick.
It's fucking great to do. Go to China. I bet the salt and pepper chicken out there is fucking sick.
Yeah. And it's not even called Chinese food. It's just called food.
Yeah. Yeah.
Got any food? What do you fancy tonight? What do you fancy tonight? I fancy food. Nice one. We'll just go to takeaway. Which one? A food takeaway. I want £10,000 already in my bank account before I even set off for the airport.
Really?
Fucking yes, mate. China.
Oh, you're not invited to
I've
have a word
slagged them
China.
off on one of the most successful podcasts in the UK.
Yeah, you'd be dead.
They know.
You'd be dead.
They know, don't they?
I'd do it genuinely for expenses just I'd pay to do it. Yeah.
Go to China. It's just another holiday, innit?
Ugh. Who you
And
booking?
with the population problems over there, defo sell out because they're all looking for shelter. They just come in anyway.
Right. Yeah.
They're all
Go stop
looking-
sleeping in the front row. Feeding your kids. What's that? Bear bile. That's for you, China. You fucking animals. Who are you to take over with you? We need 2 acts to take over. It's you and me. Probably save on return flight because I'd be murdered out there.
Why don't we get a local comedian?
Like.
Mei-Lin.
Ooh.
Very famous comedian in China.
Piss off.
Mei-Lin. Have
Google
you not
it.
seen Mei-Lin stuff?
No, come on.
It's all post.
No.
You don't know him? No, it's M-A-Y.
No. I thought you were doing a phone and an in joke.
No.
Mei-Lin. It is. No.
Are you lying?
Oh, no, sorry, I made it up. No, hang on, go back. Comedy Central Drunk History. Mei-Lin.
Mei-Lin.
Fucking I'll have that.
The artist and architect Maya Lynn. Yeah, you're not having that.
She's an American designer.
Yeah, she can do 10. Who you taking over with us?
Barry Dodds.
Oh yeah, Barry Dodds doesn't accept gigs in Staffordshire, so I imagine he's going to be really pleased about the travel to Chongqing. Shout out Chongqing.
Have you watched the Parapod movie?
That was unbelievable. I can't really get the context over to understand how funny this is for our listeners. You know when we sell a bit of merch,
yeah,
and your phone goes ching, it's got like a little
Was that
sound.
the bell?
That wasn't the bell.
Oh.
He said chong ching, and as you said ching, it went ching.
Sick.
racist phone.
Barry Dodds.
Steve, can we ask Judy if she'd come along with us and be our translator?
Yeah. Which wants to be my tour guide? I'm being the voice for Stay.
Yeah.
But
I don't think Barry wants to go.
No, he's coming.
Oh, okay.
We'll
we need another.
Of saying no.
All right. Okay. So you're paying to go and you're pricing. Yeah.
Yeah.
5 Gs for Baz.
Yeah. So Barry Dodds and
Dana Alexander.
no, she hasn't been on yet.
No.
We only do live shows with people who've been on.
Correct.
Or Kane Brown.
Stephen K. Amos.
He hasn't been on.
Okay.
He's also busy.
Busy boy.
Um,
Danny Mac. Just to annoy him.
no.
Paddy Pimblett. Oh, that'd be good. Paddy Pimbleton, just to see if anyone started on us.
Josh Jones again.
Oh,
Josh Jones and Barry Dodds.
Genuinely, 2 of my favourite people. They are the least similar people. Considering they're both white, they are very different, aren't they?
Yeah.
I think that would be a lot of fun. I'm not going. Wedding invite. Mark says, all right, Lids, me and the missus...
I saw this.
Yeah, this is
Real?
harder. Mark says, all right, Lids, me and the missus, this is 100% true. Me and the missus are getting married on the 4th of December. We're big fans of the pod, and seeing as we're getting hitched just around the corner from Hot Water, we thought we'd invite you to our evening do because you're in the area. I know you're all busy, but we thought if you want to just have a quick half-hour escape from Christmas wanker parties, not got any, pop in and say hello. I'd love to buy you a bevy and would make our day. Love the pod. And if you can't make it, we will see you at the Christmas party at Hot Water. Keep up the good work. Oh, and Carl, a dildo kit isn't a suitable wedding gift. Latest, that's from Mark.
They get them too.
So,
I think we should go.
first of all, congratulations. Muscle toss. We're celebrating love here, baby. And secondly,
Allahu Akbar.
You
You don't know what religion they are. That just means God is great.
it's called Mark Rimmer.
Dreidel,
know.
dreidel, dreidel. Is that one?
Dreidel, dreidel, dreidel. I
Made you out of clay.
And the rest of it?
Another 2 pints reference?
Tupac.
Tupac. Yeah, that was Tupac.
Dreidel, dreidel, dreidel. I met you. Okay, that's why B.I.G. killed him. Because that song was so shit.
Did he kill him?
They reckon he was involved, don't they?
It was Orlando Anderson.
How in the love of fat, sweaty tits did we get from Mark's invite to Tupac and Biggie that quick? No, I'm not coming to your wedding.
Why?
And I wish you every fucking...
Why? Let's go.
What?
Why don't we go?
You're meant to be the guy that doesn't want to go.
Why?
I'm the nice one. You're the lunatic.
Why
What's
don't
going on?
Free bar.
Oh, my... Is it a free bar?
We said he's going to buy us a drink.
Oh, it's not a free bar. In Liverpool Town Centre, there's no free bar weddings.
I want to go. I want us all to go. And I think we give them $2,000 each. Cash.
Shouldn't even give him me a get on.
Right. If I get booked for China, I'll give you some of that fee for the wedding.
Me and Adam are going.
I reckon we buy him a present and we actually go.
How much, if you were going to Mark's wedding, if we were doing this for a laugh, how much would you put in the card?
No,
Be
I'll buy him a
honest.
present
Yeah.
Right?
from Mankind. He's getting a remote control drone.
As opposed to a drone.
I'll get him a
It's not
Superman
remote
dressing gown.
controlled.
He's
Superman
getting a
dressing gown.
novelty Rocky Balboa mug.
Yeah.
A fidget spinner.
Yeah. And something to put his feet in. Don't know what it
Slippers?
does. It shakes and stuff and warms it up.
Oh, I've got one of them. We can just have mine.
There you go.
Of course he's got one of them. I need one.
And I'll ask for it back in a few weeks. There's something borrowed. And Carl's coming. There's his blue.
Oh.
Oh.
And you can go, Dan?
Oh.
And Steve's new.
Ah.
So we've all got to be
nice.
there. Think and sing.
Oh.
I'm not going to China. I'm not going to your wedding.
I went to a wedding there last week
Did you?
in that venue. Yeah.
Congratulations.
So, yeah, so I'm going
In
to go
that venue? How do you know what venue it is?
because it says in the invite.
Oh, right, cool. Oh, God, you read the invite?
It's on the email.
Oh, he attached it.
He's put it in his diary.
And we'll just drop that here. Should we just drop that in here?
Nope.
Yeah, for the audio
Do you
listeners,
actually not want to go?
nothing was dropped in.
I think it'd be funny as fuck if we just turn up.
I literally put it in the episode because I thought it was going to be funny how you were going, fuck off, you weirdos. And now you've literally made me feel weird because you're like, yeah, fuck it, let's go. I didn't realise we're having a staff Christmas do at this wedding.
I just think it'd be hilarious. We'll bring Will Hutchby to film it. We'll put it on Patreon.
How mental would that be if we bought our own camera crew and they had their own wedding camera crew? Will Hutchby's trying to shoo out the way like, this is the fucking official wedding photographer. Videographer.
I'm going, mate.
We're all going. You need to clear your diary. We're going.
My diary's clear. It's December. I'm doing fuck all.
We're going. We'll be there. Thank you very much for the invite. We'll see you there. Put at least $1,000 behind the bar because Mum are doing some shots.
His mum's not coming. He was referring to himself as Mama.
I'm Big Mama. I'm turning that into Big Mama's house.
Funeral gigs. Tommy T says, all right, Dan, Adam, Carl, Finn and Steve. Adam has said many moons ago he would charge enough for a deposit on a house for a wedding gig. What would Dan and Adam charge for a funeral gig? It's already a shite day, so you can make it better. Couldn't be any worse, especially if you're requested by the deceased or the deceased family. If you get punched, it'll make an amazing story on stage. So, win-win, I think. Would you accept a house or part of life insurance claim? So how much do you need to play a funeral? Never been asked. I've never been asked.
No.
I think my fee is the same as my wedding, which is 10 grand.
Your wedding fee's gone up.
It hasn't.
Has it always been 10 Gs?
Yeah. Someone asked me yesterday, and I said, I always price myself out, mate. And he was like, oh, what's the price? And I went, I say 10 grand, because if anyone ever offers me 10 grand to do anything, I'll absolutely do it. But I don't want to do it, so it'd have to be that. And he was like, fucking hell, I thought it'd be 200 quid in a free bar. And I was like...
Well, you've not listened to the fucking pod. However,
10 grand.
if you're invited to the wedding to not perform, we'll just turn up for a laugh.
10 grand's me fee for both of these things. I will either perform at your marriage, I'll do your divorce party. I'll do that for 3 grand, actually. But if you're dead, or your nan's dead or whatever, 10 grand, I'll come and upset everyone, and then I'm off.
When I die, I'm going to leave it in my will to book a comedian that I don't like to not entertain all my friends and family on purpose and be that cunt.
Uh-huh.
Just like a mean-spirited...
Who?
Guess who's coming? Dana Alexander. No, I just said that because I said it before. I'm joking. Love Dana. Stephen K. Amos.
Busy.
It's busy.
Oh, he's a busy boy, isn't he?
Yeah.
Up to stuff.
What's happened to you in the past, 48 hours?
I think Bill Gates has chipped me, and I've stopped giving even the last of the fucks.
Like Karol Poborski.
And I did extra. Don't care.
Hang on a minute. Did you just have the drink to swallow your tablet before the tablet?
Yeah.
Whoa. What the fuck?
What?
Yeah. You make a little bath for it. It pops in.
That's weird.
You know, on the water slide, sometimes at parks, there's already a little bit of water in the chute. You get in, and off you go.
I like the logic, that I can't argue with it.
I could have tried done it, just, memory, shout out the noughties. Daniel Johnson says, reincarnation-wise, eyelids. Daniel Johnson, by the way. Go-to. Lovely lad. Met him at the London live shows.
We did.
He's the
Absolute peach.
go-to for good questions.
He was at Pins as well, but he didn't come over.
Daniel Johnson, eyelids. Was he? What? Is he coming to Chongqing? Shout out Chongqing. Daniel Johnson, just to reaffirm, this question is from Daniel Johnson. Has everyone got that?
Who wrote this in, though?
Who sent it in?
Daniel Johnson. I even got bored of writing his name, so I just put Daniel J. Daniel Johnson. Eyelids, if reincarnation was a thing, but can you see?
It is.
Can you see the fucking line that I'm drawing through this episode? Gigs in China. We want to do that. Wedding invite. Funeral gigs. Reincarnation. You're welcome.
Reincarnation is real, by the way, but we'll get back to that in a minute.
Eyelids, if reincarnation was a thing.
I used to be a wasp.
But you... How did I find that so annoyingly ridiculous that it stopped me talking? Where did that even come from? You mad cunt.
Because he hates Freddie.
I don't hate Freddie. I like Freddie.
Or he hates you.
No, it is good. No, but it is good annoying him, isn't it? I'm really good friends with Freddie. It's one of my favourite people to wind up.
Yeah. Sometimes I find myself just acting wasp-like, so I know.
Dan?
So silly.
What wasp-esque things do you do?
Like in my sleep, I'll just make a wasp noise. I'll just like, Sam has to wake me up. She's like, "Hey, you're being a fucking wasp again." I'm like, "Oh, sorry."
Yeah.
Anything else?
Anything else? You ever rubbed your ass to try and sting someone?
No, but sometimes I can be a bit spiky if I'm in a bad mood.
That's true. That's true. More of
Like
a
a
hedgehog
wasp.
then.
No.
No?
Hedgehogs are just trying to live their lives. Wasps are taking their anger out on people who don't deserve it. And that's me.
Right.
And you can fly as well.
Wasps aren't like evil,
They are.
are they?
Yeah, fuck
Yeah.
them.
They're just cunty bees, aren't they?
Yeah. And hornets are fucking super cunts.
Yeah, but you never have to deal with a hornet, do you?
You?
I did it in a past life.
Oh,
It's the bully
really?
me at school.
A wasp school?
The hornets are the older ones.
Well, yeah, they're like the sixth formers.
Six ones.
Yeah.
Essentially, yeah.
Wasp school. What colour was the uniform?
Black and yellow.
Oh, it was black and yellow.
Yeah.
Pretty standard.
Yeah.
They didn't want to fuck with that.
Yeah.
Green and red.
No, black and yellow. That's
Oh,
the
Should
label.
never be seen.
You'd never be able to. You wouldn't know where the uniform started and the wasp began.
Yeah, well, we sort of just we just use our skin as the uniform.
So it's not a uniform. You were just naked wasps.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Good. Wow.
I've got a question.
Yeah.
What did you learn in wasp school?
A lot of flying.
Right.
Yeah.
The born flying, Dan.
We were meant to be taught.
What?
Wasps are born flying. Like
don't-
sharks are born swimming.
No.
Yeah,
What they give?
I can remember.
How are they born flying?
Because when they're born, they can fly.
Oh no, I thought you meant literally.
We just come out of our mum's wasp pussy and we're like, whoa.
I thought it was like little baby wasp being shot out of the queen like mid-air.
Wasp?
Yeah, that's what happened to me.
You just like the queen's like.
Yeah, she just pushes you out. She's like, "Wah." Fuck off, mate.
Fucking Dresden.
Straight off to wasp school. They try and teach you how to make honey, but we couldn't be arsed, so we left it to the bees.
Stupidest conversation we've had by a fucking mile. Tried to teach us about honey, but we were like, nah, we're wasps. Fuck your honey.
Oh, Jeff.
There's a picture of a wasp.
Finn, was that you? I will fucking sack you on site if you do that again. I don't need a picture of a wasp. What are you doing?
Oh,
yeah,
wasps
God, yeah,
born
wasps.
flying.
Let's
Of course
get.
they are.
They're not born. They're not.
It's a saying, isn't it?
Yeah, I know,
Sharks
but
are born swimming.
It's a misleading saying.
It's not. What do you think a shark does when it's born?
No, but if you say they're born flying, it sounds like the queen is like, and then just, and then like come out and they're like little fighter planes out of a bigger plane.
Bigger pussy.
They're actually larvae, aren't they?
Yes.
Are sharks actually born swimming? They come out and they're just off.
What do you think they're doing?
They're born slippy. Like the song. There's a song called.
Are
Born
sharks
Slippy.
mammals?
Yeah.
No.
They are.
So
No,
they're
they're not.
eggs.
They've got heads.
You fucking prick.
So sharks, the sharks lay eggs.
Oh, this is so. What are we doing? If Freddie was here, he'd shit in the corner. This is wrong.
Are they mammals?
No.
So what are they?
Fish.
So they lay eggs.
What?
Fish lay eggs.
What? Did he not just shit out swimming sharks?
Yeah. Fish lay eggs, don't they?
Yeah.
Oh.
They do. Fish eggs.
Fish eggs.
Caviar.
Oh.
So do sharks lay big fucking eggs?
I don't know.
I think we all know.
Hey, P.S. The person who's watching going, oh, I know they're trying to be silly, but I actually studied sharks. I'm gonna message Dan on Instagram with all the facts. Don't bother. I don't want to learn.
They get shit out.
Swimming.
So they're mammals.
No, they're not. Sharks are not mammals, are they? They've not got lungs. They don't breathe air.
That doesn't mean anything.
Yes, it does.
Freddie Quinn doesn't breathe
I'm
air.
not sure that's a prerequisite of a mammal, is it?
I think it is.
Fish.
I thought that was the whole thing. If you have lungs and you breathe air, you're a mammal.
I thought it was
Sharks
pussy
breathe
birth.
water.
It's pussy birth, yeah. It's not egg birth. Dolphins are mammals.
Yeah.
And they breathe.
Underwater.
Do they?
Now they come up for air. He's onto something here, you know.
They've got a blowhole. If I'm right, you can all suck my aging COVID.
Just put definition of a mammal.
Is that a song? Spelt all the word.
Ready. Ooh.
Warm-blooded, hair or fur, secrete male, nothing to do with breathing.
See?
Milk, mammary glands, tits.
What? So there's dolphin milk? Why can't you get that at Asda?
I have nipples, Greg.
Yeah, you're lying down. Sorry.
Dolphin milk? That'd be expensive, that.
Do all mammals breathe air? Put that in. Put that fucking in. And if it's right, end of pod. Apart from, the rest of it. Yes. Go on. Ooh.
All mammals have lungs.
Okay. All right, you can have that. What's
Do
Daniel
mammals
Johnson's
not breathe
question?
air? There is one. Fuck off. The salmon licola is the only animal on Earth that doesn't breathe air. Fuck off.
Stupid. He says, eyelids, if reincarnation was a thing and you had been a wasp in a previous life, would it make for the most mental 3.5 minutes of podcasting ever? Yes, Dan. It absolutely would. Thank you for your question. You managed to unlock a glitch in the Matrix and got to choose your new self. Who would you be? I want a nation born in, name, future career, and also what your parents do. Would you choose to come from a rich family if it meant they were Tories? Nice one, Dan Johnson.
So we have to be a human.
Turns.
You saying we have to be a human, just from somewhere else, maybe, if we want to.
Yeah. Well, so basically, you find out right now, lad, you're in the Matrix. But guess what? You seem sound. And if you want to restart this, you can do it all again. Restart your life again. You get to choose who you are, what you are, and how you do it. Can you drop in it like as a young adult? I don't want to be a kid again.
It's the Matrix. Do whatever you fucking
I'd be the weirdest kid. Wouldn't you? Because I'm a 40-year-old
I'd
dude.
be the greatest footballer of all time.
No, but you restart, don't you? You haven't got cognition of your previous life.
Yeah. I'd be the greatest footballer of all time, but from a country that historically has produced bad football. San Marino. And just be like a fucking marvel to people. Just be like the GOAT footballer and play for San Marino.
The greatest of all time.
Uh-huh.
And every time you have to play international football, you're just being chased around by postmen and gardeners.
Yeah.
What a fucking nightmare that
But
is.
imagine if I won the World Cup for San Marino.
No, but but that's the point. You couldn't, could you?
No.
You never know.
How good?
What position are you playing? If you were a goalkeeper, possibly.
No.
Free roll.
The free roll.
I'm sorry. If he's the best goalkeeper in the world,
But like nothing goes in.
no. Hang on. He's not superhuman to the point where he's like the many hands of Vishnu. Shout out Simpsons. What? He's still human good.
Right.
So
But I'm better than Messi.
you can't be just like, oh yeah, Messi scored 3 or 4 games regularly, but Adam Rowe scored 12. That's not realistic,
No,
is
so
it?
I'm just slightly better than Messi, but I think I could get San Marino to at least a semi-final, and then people, Think about that run England had in the World Cup a couple of years ago. Played nothing but shite.
San Marino. It's basically just a load of paedophile priests in it, and you.
Is it?
I don't know.
Famously.
San Marino's the Vatican, isn't it? Oh no, it's not. Is it? Fuck. The Vatican City is the small place I'm thinking of.
San Marino's quite Spain.
San Marino's
isn't
a country in it. It's an actual principality.
Isn't it quite Spainy and Dory?
No, it's in the middle of Italy.
Oh,
San Marino.
Yeah.
I always thought it was quite like Spainy.
Let's get the old Google back up. This is a Google-heavy episode.
San Marino, Mau, not map. Mau.
There you go. Bang in the middle of Italia.
Did not know that.
Yeah.
That's fucking mad, that.
Well, they've got the Imola track, haven't they? Then they used to have the San Marino Grand Prix because the Italians are so mad about F1. They had Monza, which was the Italian Grand Prix, and Imola, which was the San Marino Grand Prix, which was cheating.
You learn something new every day.
And then the smallest,
So why haven't they got
the smallest nation in the world is the Vatican City, isn't it?
Yes.
Right. Okay. I got mixed up there, but there's probably going to be some paedophile priest playing for San Marino as well.
Why haven't they got
That's what
loads
I'm
of like
doing.
Italian off?
Because it's probably the size of like Whitchurch.
Right.
It's tiny, isn't it? It's not the fact that like all Italians aren't amazing. It's just a numbers game.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm doing. I'm the greatest footballer of all time from San Marino.
And what's your
If
name?
I've got to be a human.
What's your name?
Right, what's your name?
Barry Tagliatelle.
You think the best player in the world should be called Barry Tagliatelle?
Barry Tagliatelle! Who's Italian? But he's called Barry and he can't even pronounce Tagliatelle. Tagliatelle!
The
Yeah.
bad thing is, the greatest player of all time is called Lionel. That's it.
Lionel Messi.
Named after...
Lionel Richie.
Yeah.
Thanks for that pub quiz.
But if I'm allowed to choose what species I am, I'd be a falcon. But if I've got to be a human,
That's quite obvious, isn't it?
there's like better wasps.
Either a boss footballer called Barry Tagliatelle or a falcon.
Honestly, I don't know where it's coming from with you today. But I used to be a wasp. I'd like to be a falcon. They're not even the best birds. Oh, it's like peregrine. Yeah,
Yeah,
whatever.
but you go unnoticed, don't you? So there's no pressure on you to be fucking great if you're not meant to be the best bird. And then when you're a good falcon, people are like,
But would you not be bored being a falcon?
flying all the time.
What's a good
Yeah.
falcon?
No, but like the falcons are just like, don't get me wrong, they hang in the air and they're like, what? I want to see a fucking mouse. Fucking mouse. Like, they're cool. But would you not have all your cognitive ability? So you'd be like, oh
I'd
shit,
be a
I'm
vegan
a falcon.
as well, by the way. So I wouldn't be looking for mice. I'd be like, wow, turnip.
Wouldn't you want to watch the Liverpool game?
Yeah.
So you'd be this weird falcon that was like tapping on a pub window, like,
Why wouldn't I just fly into Anfield? Why am I trying to watch it in the pub?
good point. He's a falcon, but he won't pay for Sky.
What's
Can't
your
get
name?
a ticket.
What?
Are you still Barry Tagliatelle?
He's a falcon. Doesn't need a name.
But what would you be called?
He's going to be he's a falcon. What? So all the falcons go like, which falcon are you? He's a falcon. Doesn't need a name.
Alex Winchester.
What the fuck is going on?
Where's Alex Winchester? Watching the match.
I'm Alex Winchester the Falcon.
That's how he introduces himself. Perfect English, followed by... "Bah."
Just trumped. Sorry.
Can you speak English as the falcon?
I can say Alex Winchester.
No, I am.
You would be shot so quickly. Everyone at Anfield like, what's that fucking bird doing up there?
No, the regulars would be like, he's a fucking season ticket holder. He's here every week.
It's Alex Winchester.
Yeah.
And he just flies down. Alex Winchester!
I just go and chill on the crossbar of the cop.
You
Just get out the way every time they're having
You
a shot.
try and score. You make diving headers every
I
time I
just want to
turn
watch the game. Have a pie at half time.
Not a turnip. Which type of pie? Meat free.
Potato.
Okay, good.
It's the easy life of a falcon there. Just go with the match.
I'd be an eagle and fuck him up.
You would.
Yeah. I'd be black. What?
A black eagle.
No, I'd be a black person. I'd love to be and just come back.
You'd love to be a black American comic, wouldn't you?
I don't know if anyone, this is quite a niche NFL reference, but there's a wide receiver for the Pittsburgh Steelers called Chase Claypool. He's 6'5", fast as lightning. His hands are ridiculous. He looks phenomenal. He's mixed race. Went to Notre Dame University, and he's in the next few years going to become one of the best wide receivers. I want to be him. And I'll do stand up on the night.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't have to change much of my material. That's how black and American my set is. I reckon I could pass it off as like, Chase Claypool, please.
Is that what your name would be, though?
What?
If you could choose your name, you'd be Chase Claypool.
Oh, it's a bit weird because then I'd have to have his family and everything. They'd be like, Chase? I'd be like, what?
What would
And
your
you
name
just be like,
Just like him.
Dickpool.
Better than him?
Keith Rivington, but then just be
Keith Rivington.
what we his
Alex
specimen.
Winchester. Where is your
Barry Tagliatelle.
random name? Adam's random name fucking tombola
I
is
know where Rivington came from.
Keith Rivington.
Why?
It's the name of our accountants.
Oh, yeah. Where did Winchester come from?
I honestly don't know. I didn't even know it came from there. You're Keith Rivington, but you've got the body and ability of Chase Constanola or whatever his name was.
Constanola. Keith Constanola.
Oh, Chase Constant. What's his name?
Chase Claypool.
There you go.
You can't be a 6'5" wide receiver, mixed race, look cool as fuck, have a nice YouTube channel, and be called Keith.
Why? Change the game. Bring it back.
Are there any cool Keiths?
Richards.
Did everyone think of... Oh, yeah, Keith.
Chegwin?
Yeah, I thought of Chegwin first off. Keith Richards is probably the cooler one.
Yeah. In Oasis.
I know he's not dead, but he will be soon.
It's the joke. Keith Richards the one with Orville?
Shut up.
Yeah, it was.
Car crash.
Who's with Orville?
Keith Harris.
Keith Richards. No, it was Keith Richards.
Will you be Keith Harris then? And then I'll be your Orville as a falcon. Back together. Reincarnated, but you can't keep us apart. Like when I was a wasp and you were a fly.
You're not Alex Winchester anymore?
Yeah.
But
Orville was a really likeable puppet character. Yeah. Keith Harris with a actual falcon. And all the falcon could say is, Alex Winchester! Or whatever it is. Winchester. Sorry.
Yeah.
Alex Winchester! and then a monkey like, I ate that falcon.
Yeah, but Dan, I don't have to be able to speak because he was a ventriloquist.
All right.
You've got to learn ventriloquism.
Right. So I'm a 6'5" mixed race wide receiver for the Pittsburgh Steelers, but I also have a side hustle of doing a Keith Harris and Orville. Have you seen Keith Rivington and Alex Winchester? It's a bit like Orville the Duck, but it's just this actual falcon going. Me going, fucking hell, lad.
What the fuck are we talking about?
Every time we have one of these moments, I'm like, what if this is your first episode? I do want to be black, though. Advert?
Sure.
Yes. You know there's a disturbance in the force when it's me doing an ad read because I don't do this shit normally. But Manscaped have dropped a new ad. It's important. We love these guys. They've supported us, so support them. This ultimate package includes the amazing Lawnmower 4.0. Manscaped, the leaders in male grooming, have done it again. 2 million men worldwide that trust Manscaped with the new Performance Package 4.0 by going to manscaped.com. Use the code WORD20 for 20% off and free shipping. That's specific to the lids, to this podcast. Inside this package, you'll find the Lawnmower 4.0 trimmer, Weed Whacker, ear and nose hair trimmer, Crop Preserver ball deodorant, Crop Reviver toner, Performance boxer briefs, and a travel bag to hold all your goodies. First off, the new Performance Package 4.0 includes the new lawnmower. This trimmer is insane, and I dare say the greatest ball trimmer ever. Their 4th generation trimmer features a cutting-edge ceramic blade to reduce grooming accidents thanks to their advanced skin-safe technology. It also has this amazing LED light, so if you're a maverick and you shave your balls in the dark, you can see where you go. And as I said, the Weed Whacker is amazing. It uses a 9,000 RPM motor-powered 360-degree rotary dual blade system. You get all of this kit within the Performance Package 4.0. And then seal the deal with Manscaped's liquid formulations. Their Crop Preserver ball deodorant for before leaving the house and the Crop Reviver ball toner. Manscaped even throw in 2 free gifts with every Performance Package 4.0. Get 20% off and free shipping with the code WORD20. Treat yourself. Go around the house, see what else you can shave. But shave everything. Carl, can you shave pets? Don't shave you pets' balls. Just use it on yourself. 20% off plus free shipping at manscaped.com using the code WORD20. Aye?
Welcome back. We are here, the Have a Word studio in Runcorn, with me, Adam Rowe. Carl Riegler, the producer, stay in the background.
What are you doing?
Eternally cool of
Why are you doing this?
having something to eat.
It's weird.
And this is Dan Nightingale.
Is that just because
it's like
Catherine...
the start of a police interview, you know, when they're like, the time is 3:15, the murder suspect is in the room, and the camera is on. What is that?
We just have to do it. It's just, it's for the licensing.
No, it's because you told him he was being very professional, so he's taking it too far.
Catherine
Thanks very
Bohart
much.
here!
Hi. Hello.
Press the right
thank you for
button.
coming in. Before we start properly, let's say this. Catherine, today, day of record, so it's already been out for 4 days by the time you have had this. Her new podcast, Trusty Hogs, with Have a Word podcast royalty, Helen Bauer, is available now. Go and check it out. It's going to be a hit. How are you?
I'm great. You know what? I was thinking the other day, I don't spend enough time with men. And this counts for the year. I think I'm good now. This
5
is
of
great.
us.
Yeah.
And we're all white as well, so there's that done as well.
Excellent. Check and check. Great.
And we're all straight. This is your straight white men done
Are
for
we men, though?
20s. We're nearly 30.
Are we
Carl.
You
straight?
are men.
Who'd you say I was a man?
That's a bigger question.
Straight-ish.
You are men, but this feels like I don't know, like I feel like I'm undercover.
Am I a man?
Exciting.
Undercover as what? A man?
Yeah.
You've done a terrible job. When you picked...
I'm wearing flat shoes.
No, when you picked out your
No,
long red
It's
dress.
got a heel on it.
It's a metrosexual straight man's boot. It's fine.
And you shave your leg. You're not even trying.
I don't. They're just very blonde.
All right, okay.
I did shave them. Not for this. Don't be weird.
Not for
I've
you
started
men.
shaving
Not
my
for
legs.
you people.
Shut up.
I
You do
have.
what?
No, you haven't.
For the summer, I have. I'm going to grow my hair back now for the winter.
You've shaved your what?
my legs.
For the summer,
Yeah.
Because
Have you not noticed when I've had shorts on?
I don't look at your legs.
have you not noticed when he has
No.
shorts?
No,
Are you going to make me get my legs out?
Yeah.
I don't want you to.
I
but
have been
no.
shaving my legs with me Gillette Mach 3.
Why?
Why?
You keep saying summer. It doesn't make any sense.
Because
What
it's
are you
warm.
on? No, you're chatting shit.
No.
It's the end of the summer.
I've stopped now. I'm growing it back.
Okay. Now you're going for winter plumage.
Yeah.
Your legs were too hot. Yeah. Bollocks.
He's well known for having
They're quite cool.
hot
You
legs.
shaved your legs, but you left your hair long. You have a beard.
No, this is stubble.
How long is your leg hair usually?
Hang on, you can't shave your legs and have a beard.
I just mean like it just seems like a random part of the body to choose. Like it's my calves that are overheated.
No, it
and
was
not
just
my
me.
face.
My legs were getting hot.
No, you're chatting. Please just
Let's
admit
see
you're chatting.
them.
That
I've
is
been playing footy with you. Have you
that's
not noticed?
bad, that.
I've been worried that when we've been playing footy that you're going to be like, have you shaved your legs?
You've told me
No,
no.
I actually, the other week I saw him and I was like, fuck me, there's some shiny legs. And I thought that to
I haven't
myself.
waxed them. I've just been shaving them.
Oh my.
You've been
This is a
moisture.
less straight environment than I expected.
Yeah,
How
that's-
have you not noticed when I was wearing shorts that I shaved my legs? I did it just for you.
I can't believe that.
I shaved the
Gutted.
top part of my legs.
Why?
Around my balls.
Right, now it's worth saying I'm lying.
Yeah.
Well, now I'm going to have to stand by what I said. I shaved the top of my legs because when I shave my balls, I don't want my balls to be all like shaved and then like hairy little legs on the side.
I do.
The inner.
Me Wazza, me Manscaped Lawnmower 3.0,
Yeah.
promo
4.0.
code WEIRD20.
4.0.
3.
It's 4.
Whatever one it is.
It's so
It's
I'm
great.
sorry. I have so many questions. Why do you shave?
These are my
your-
balls truths.
Okay, and no doubt. But first of all, I have several questions. I don't know anyone I can ask them
Okay.
of. The skin on a ball is not taut,
It's not until you make it.
which you have to do to shave it, presumably.
Yeah.
Easy to cut, no?
No, honestly.
Really?
Not with the Manscaped Lawnmower 4.0. All right.
Never
Second
snag the
question:
back.
why do men often shave the balls but not like around the part you usually have to get your mouth on?
And no, we
Hashtag
shave
no.
all of it using the Manscaped Lawnmower 4.0.
All right, Adam. Fucking
code
someone
red.
wants a holiday. I just give it the general area a little bit of a trim.
Yeah.
I think that if you shave all of the piobs, you look like, you know in The Matrix when Neo comes out of his little pod and he's got no eyebrows and he's all like, I can't do that. You look like you've got
Do you
like
feel
dick
that-
cancer.
do
That
you
was too
feel-
far.
No.
It was too far. But it looks like you've had chemo in your dick. And I don't want that.
No, I love how you're like, it's too far, but I'm going to clarify that I meant
Dick
chemo.
dick chemo.
Dick chemo. Second question: do you have the same standards for vag?
Yeah?
What do you mean?
If they're bald, do you think they also look equally treated for cancer?
I listen. I'm married. I've been married 5 years, so everyone
Nothing
thinks
to do with the
well,
question I just asked.
you are talking about your wife's vagina, and I'm on warning to stop talking about stuff like this as much because several of the parents, hi guys, are patrons of this podcast, and their kids are in
parents?
my
Daughter's school.
daughter's school. So
But
I've
why
met.
are they letting their kids listen to this?
No,
And the parents are.
not the problem.
Right.
The parents are patrons.
Right.
And he keeps talking about Laura's foof.
And they're still signing up and paying money.
Oh yeah, and
Maybe
so
they're into it.
yeah, and that's fine. They can be into it.
She's not into
Laura's
it.
not into it.
I got it. So to answer my question.
So yeah, I don't mind a trimmage. I don't mind the full
Oh, you
trimmage.
don't mind it.
No, I don't state a preference. I'm not,
Good.
You know, some partners go, this is what I like.
Yeah.
I'm not asked. Apart from if it gets wild, then I'm not. But I'm not into it for myself.
Okay.
Like I don't. There's no wild thornberries for me.
Have you breathed in a while?
And he's sweating. Sweating a little.
I'm enjoying this. This
So,
is fun.
I'm talking about my wife's foof on
Your
a public
question was
episode.
because we shave. So I just to back you up from before. When I do me,
I feel attacked on pubes.
I do take me razor to me legs, but not to like the skin. I just trim it so it all looks equal. Yeah.
But what? That at some point, just halfway through at your thigh, it just gets crazy.
No, because no.
There's not
It's
loads
sort
of hairs there.
You have to go to.
Okay, it
you have
doesn't
to
look like
fade
you're wearing
it.
like thigh-high boots.
No, I get the
then-
Turkish guy to do it. We've got a Turkish barber.
balls?
Yeah, I don't do it myself. I get Imran to do it. He's like, hello, Mr. Nightingale. And then he does a lovely fade. And then you know the thing where he gets the wax and the earbud? He does that on my dick hole. Oh! I tell you feel alive.
Dicko, that feels like a bit more of a bum thing, but okay.
Yeah. Hey, none of it's real. It's bullshit.
Is that what is this?
That's the
What's
bullshit
going on?
bell.
This is the bullshit belt.
But
If
genuinely-
we refuse to believe something you're saying at some point, we might.
It seems
call
like
you out.
so far, having been here approximately 10 minutes, it would be quicker to do it when you believe something.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
But do you not think if you're
Something to think about.
if you're in a relationship, you don't get to decide the pubes of your partner, but you can be like, if I'm asked for a
You
preference,
struggle to say pubes and vagina.
Vagina.
all right, biology A level, pubic
say
hair.
cunt.
What?
Can we?
Yeah.
No,
We can
have
say
to-
cunt or...
Wait, edit that out.
No,
That's
not in the
awful.
first 30 seconds because you get demonetized. After that, it's free reign.
Yeah, but this
Okay,
is an
this
hour
isn't
into the
the-
podcast, so I
yeah.
think we're good.
Exactly.
Yeah, you can say cunt if you want.
Cunt,
Talk
cunt.
about your
What would
wife's
you rather,
cunt.
what would you rather say?
Oh, no.
Do you prefer a different word?
What?
Do you prefer a different word
To what?
to vagina?
I'm just trying to be light-hearted on a
Oh,
comedy podcast. I can't say vagina.
Okay.
Look at you trying to like feminist me out of saying, can you not say vagina, Dan?
I didn't say it like that. I was just asking why you do the accent.
Vagina.
You can tell she was a debate champion, just putting people on the back foot constantly. Just whack.
But you're
Have
allowed.
I-
Are you allowed to state a preference with your partner's vagina and pubic hair?
I guess that's up to them.
All right. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I think you can give them a preference if they give you one.
If they ask for it, yeah.
Yeah, if they're like, you need to sort this out, then you can be like, well, hey,
Yeah.
Second date. Listen, before we get there, what's going on down there? Because I have a list of demands. Yeah.
I just think, just we should all just keep it sort of, like looking presentable.
Unless you're into, letting it look like an old man's garden.
I don't mind if it all grows evenly, but if it looks like a bit of an Amazon rainforest deforestation issue, then let's just make it all. Let's get it.
Deforestation.
When it's uneven, like my back.
Yeah,
You've seen my back. You've seen me back.
I have.
Why have they all seen your back?
I've shaved it.
He shaved it for me.
I've shaved this.
I was going on a date, so he shaved me back for me.
You shaved your back for a date.
Yeah,
That's kind of sweet.
Catherine,
It's
you
very
would understand
optimistic.
it.
Wait, did you know it was going to lead to...
No, but you never know, so
You got to be ready.
you got to be ready.
Do you ever not shave
I brush
your
my
back?
teeth as well.
Nice. Tell me you do that every day.
No, Carl shaves his back every day.
And then brushes his teeth.
They're very close.
I have a question. Do you ever... sometimes I won't shave my... as it seems to be now referring to as forest.
Can you not say vaginal pubic area? Can you not say mons pubis, Catherine?
I can say that sometimes I don't shave my vulva of its pubes because I don't want to sleep with somebody on a date. You know, and you're like, this will stop me from doing something I shouldn't do. Do you ever do that with your
I have
back?
that all the time. I'm going on a date. I'm like, you know what? Mama didn't raise no hussy. So
It's what I do with my mother. My mother would be like, get it, girl. It's more like...
Hairy contraception.
It's more like a way of dissuading. It's like a little reminder that I told myself earlier I wouldn't.
Oh no, it's not.
So if I
it's,
go to the loo, there's a quick
Like
Come
where you
on
don't
now.
wear your
it's not
jacket.
to dissuade them. They haven't been like, listen, I haven't brought a machete. I
no,
can't get through
no.
this. Hacking away.
A
like-
Rambo.
it's more for you to be like, I'm not getting that out.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
no,
I know what you mean.
I've never made that promise to myself.
Okay.
No matter how nice this lady is, she gets none of the fucking row D for at least 3. I've never had that.
Yeah.
That was me in the mirror, by the way. No,
I loved it.
not to.
Not
Any
assuming
people.
she's watching. Okay.
My missus doesn't watch this. She found out very quickly in the relationship that that's a bad idea.
Interesting. Because she
Wise.
finds you less attractive when she does, or because she doesn't like what you say?
I think she wants this to be my job and her to be my home life.
I started dating somebody new, and she's not a comic, which I've not had in a long time. And she also quite similarly is like, oh, I thought I'd just be your girlfriend and not your fan. And I'm like, why can't you be both? But she doesn't want to be.
Do you want it to be both?
Look, no, but if she happened to be.
I'm quite happy to have it as separate. Like, Sam.
You're obviously a more secure person than I am, Adam.
I think it's just because I find quite a lot of humor in relationships.
Yeah.
I do a lot of stand-up about my relationship or whatever I'm going through at the time.
Yeah.
And you can sort of be a bit naughtier if they're never going to see it.
That's true. You can pretend they're stupider than they are if they're not in the room.
She does see your comedy though, doesn't she?
She does. And I pull a few punches.
Oh, okay.
Interesting. Yeah, okay.
No, I don't really. But she doesn't come all that often, and she's sort of accepted that, you know.
We're
a lot more sort of wild and out there on this than I am at most.
Yeah, totally.
Have you ever... Because I, in a way, the value of her not coming is that I was still processing my last relationship when we started dating, so I could still talk about that on stage, but I think that would be really fucking weird.
Yeah, you don't want to be doing the my ex material while the new partner.
I've done that as well.
When they bought you flowers for the end of the gig and you're like, thank you so much, sorry.
We've had a lot of people saying, like, about the pod, like, you need to be with someone who's got your sense of humour. In fact, there was a question on this week's Patreon, wasn't it? A listener was like, I'm struggling to meet girls because I'm worried that I'm going to say I'm into this podcast and this level of mental is what's happening inside my head. What do you think I should do? I genuinely think you don't need someone who's got exactly your sense of humour, but you do need someone who thinks you're funny, don't you? So I know she's not.
Yeah, absolutely.
She's not a fan. She doesn't want to get involved with following you at gigs or stuff. But she thinks you're
I'm funny in real life.
Okay. Yeah.
Also, I'm sorry, just to circle back, there are people who write in who are such big fans of this podcast that they're willing to rule out future prospective partners.
Yeah.
Wow.
We are a lifestyle.
I can. You're a brand. You're a lifestyle brand.
Yeah.
That's like a faith. That's like she can't get on board with my religion.
Yeah. There's a few people with tattoos of the logo and his
not.
wife's name.
Yeah.
Yes.
Your wife's name?
Yeah. One of our listeners
From when they met her before? Or
never met her.
From this. Okay.
Just from a stupid joke that every time Adam puts a hypothetical out about what I would be willing to do in terms of like another partner, he has to preface it with, but obviously Laura's gone. So I went, well, where's Laura gone? And then the first time he just made up some fucking ridiculous story about her meeting someone from Mozambique and leaving with the kids.
Nice.
And has done it every time. As soon as we say Laura's gone, it's amazing watching Adam just click into bullshit mode. And one of our listeners has got Laura's gone tattooed on her leg. And that's part of the reason why my wife doesn't want her vagina or plabs talked about on the pod.
Wow.
See you on the school run, guys.
That is intense. I didn't know what I was signing up for, but I'm delighted to be here.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but you do. Your partner needs to find you funny.
Yeah.
But I can get that maybe they don't want to see there is no more bored person than the partner of a comic who've been together 10 years and they're at a gig.
Agreed.
They're literally like, oh God.
I took an ex of
Agreed.
mine to Watford Comedy Loft.
Sexy.
And while I was on
that.
stage, she fell asleep whilst reading a book.
I can't believe it didn't work out.
I nearly got thrown out of Watford for reading a book.
I'm trying to think if it's like worse or better to have a partner who's not a non-comic or a partner who's a comic, because when you have a comic, they might not necessarily be bored, but they are analysing. So like there's nothing worse than your partner being like, so that bit that you keep doing that's not getting anything, do you think you'll keep that? You're like, oh my God, just read a fucking book. Just read a book.
At least when my girlfriend does that, I'm like, you've got 0 qualifications, so your opinion means fuck all. Now on you pop.
Yeah, exactly. And also,
Yeah.
you're not at all of my gigs, whereas...
Yeah, you
It
don't
goes
need
really
to
well
be-
when you're not here.
Yeah.
Yeah, that workshopping is pretty. That's a bit intense, isn't it? How do you think that went? Laura's just like, cool. If you think it's a good bit, it seems funny. Yeah, nice one. That's it.
Seems funny.
Yeah, she's not asked.
Okay, and you don't take that would wound me to my soul. It seems funny.
Yeah, I know what you mean. You've sort of like, yeah. She doesn't say it seems funny every
Okay.
time.
Yeah.
She's a really good barometer of what will
Good.
work on stage.
That's nice.
She's like, yeah, that's kind of funny.
See,
But she never does that thing of like, have you ever thought about adding on
oh, good.
maybe a bit of a
God.
callback or something? I don't want it to be a call.
there's literally on the planet about 5 people's opinion I care about when it comes to stand-up.
Yeah.
And you don't want to fuck me.
No. There's so
It would be
few.
such a sweet like brand shift for you guys.
What if we became homosexual
Gorgeous
lovers?
couple, yeah.
I think it would upset a fair few of our patrons, to be fair.
Oh, do you think a lot of ladies tune in just for the potential?
No, sorry. I was just talking about the young homophobes. No.
Oh, nice.
No, I'm messing about. I would love to see, like, big Patreon announcement, guys. Me and Adam have...
You didn't even like that bit, did you?
Oh, I think it'd be so cute. I would ship that.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cute.
Yeah.
Pair of little bears. Little baby
Yeah.
bears. I love it.
Would you do it? If Laura was gone. So Laura's gone.
Oh, no.
Yes.
Laura's gone and my option's you.
No.
Where's Sam gone? With Laura.
Laura's gone.
That's
She
quite
is.
hot, isn't it?
Laura, she won the lottery, 200 grand on a scratch card, top prize, 1 of 1.
What are you saying? My wife does scratch cards.
She found
Also,
it.
why does she have to win 200 grand on her big lottery win? Give the woman more money than that. It's such a like.
This is my story, Catherine.
Sorry, I just had bigger hopes and dreams for Laura.
I love it. Yeah, I love it. This is how bad my marriage is. 200k and she's fucking gone. It's not even a proper lottery win. Like, Jesus Christ, I'm thinking about moving out on 15 grand.
So she won 200 grand.
Yeah.
She bought a one-way ticket for her and the 2 kids to Sao Paulo.
Right. What, from Liverpool, John Lennon? I'm sick of the fucking air traffic going over Chester.
She's
Is that Brazil flight?
flown
that
from Wrexham.
Ryanair are doing.
She's flown from Wrexham Airport.
Right, Wrexham to Sao Paulo.
That's the only route they do.
Yeah.
So
Mate,
busy.
customs won't have a look at that fucking return flight, don't they? I don't know what you mean, officer.
And
David, wipe it off your nose.
She's spent the remaining money. She flew first class with the kids.
Yeah.
So she spent the remaining money, most of it,
Still doing this.
on an entire favela.
A favela.
You can't.
She's bought one-way tickets to Brazil and with
Yeah.
£200,000 bought a favela. Why don't you just buy a nice house?
No, she bought a favela.
Right, okay.
Well, otherwise, what are the kids going to do?
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Give them
Oh.
a job. Put them
So
to work.
she is now.
Right.
Nice.
Right. Right. Do you know, the worst thing about this is, I know when you finish this bullshit, the end is, would you bum me? This is like awful torture. Just get it over with.
So she's
I
now.
love that you don't want to buy in, but you have decided you're at the top. Yes, go on.
She's now redefining the role of slumlord. She's sort of seen favourably by the locals, and that your kids are prince and princess of the Sao Paulo favelas.
It's
And
so similar to what happened in Mozambique when she went. Adam just thinks if you're white and like Caucasian, you end up running whole areas of poorer
well,
countries.
she had the money to buy it.
Oh my God, Mrs. Nightingale, you are not queen of the favela. Ether and Jack are prince and princess.
Who she bought it off?
What?
Who she bought it off?
John Favela.
John
I need
Favela.
direct elf. Go on.
So anyway, she's over there. She's fell in love with a Brazilian man called Sean.
With
A
a
lot
H.
of Irish Brazilians, yeah.
Can we just cut to me fucking you?
And Sean runs a local gas station.
Right.
And
Well, it's going to be Irish bar, but okay.
yeah, and he originally had an Irish bar and he sold it to get a gas station. Of
course he did.
And they're
Good
in
old
love
Sean.
and they're getting married. And bottom line is, she's gone.
So,
Would you ever think of
You could watch the football together. You'd easily get a mortgage.
I would.
You do that anyway.
You could share each other's wardrobes,
Oh my God. A second income would be nice.
right?
would you fuck me in the botty?
As long as you shave your eyebrows on your legs, I'll think about it.
That is so beautiful. Oh, teary.
Yeah, so that's where
Stunning.
Laura's gone comes from anyway. I just wanted to give Catherine an example of the
Bollock.
I'm obsessed. I know you don't. I know you're not into it, but I am obsessed with this couple. Go on. Sorry.
why can't we just be friends?
Fine.
I want a twink. I want like.
Oh, you
Oh,
pointed
yeah.
immediately.
Oh, little. I want.
He's not a twink.
No, that's what I'm saying. I want a
He's
little.
saying he
twink.
wants Finn.
Oh.
Oh, I don't want to. He's like a little like mongrel bear cub. He's like a little hairy honey badger cub
Mongrel.
thing, isn't he? I want a little
Wow.
twink like, oh my God, Dan, treat me right.
A
That's what I
mixed
want.
breed bear cub,
I want
which is
a
called-
really gay, thin, shiny gay kid.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah.
Young man. I don't want like the gayest kid in year 8, like sugar daddy.
Well, let's stay.
Yeah, he's all right.
I've been told for a while that I would be a catch in the gay community.
On what grounds?
I'm a chunky monkey.
It feels like a compliment around an insult.
Yeah.
Doesn't it? It's like, men could maybe put up with that. You know who? Maybe men with like a kink for other gross men would maybe find you attractive. Maybe if you could categorize all that's wrong with you into like an animal grouping, that would be sexy.
No, because men will fuck anything, so you've got a chance.
Yeah.
Can I ask you a question?
Yes.
So I seen one of your stand-up bits recently, which is I think from a BBC thing where you talk about being bisexual and about the fact that it's obviously not a choice because who would choose men?
Yeah.
Is that rooted in some absolute reality?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I hate myself a little bit more when I'm attracted to a man than when I am to a woman. Just because I think, I'm still making bad choices. You know what I mean? Like, do you know when like, okay, my mom's not going to listen to this. I don't know. I'm suddenly scared of my mother. But you know when you do drugs in your 30s?
No, because I'm 29 and don't do drugs.
Oh, for God's sake.
Dan,
Would you try heroin?
No.
Okay.
I've done drugs maybe like 10 times in my whole life, so...
Yeah, 11's not heroin.
Yeah.
Fucking 1 to 10's been steep. 1 doobie, 11. Golden brown, texture like sun. That was quite a summer.
But it's that feeling of like when you're like, oh shit, I thought I was better than this.
Yeah,
You know what I
Catherine.
mean?
Yes, I do.
That's what it is. It's like, and it's the same when I'm, but also to be honest with you, there's other times where if I've dated women for a long time, because I tend to move through like a solid period of women and then a solid period of men. But there will be times where like women are also hard work. Let's be clear, we are not angels, but equally
So
we
you
do
have,
smell
like,
better.
You have eras. You have like,
do.
I'm having a lady era.
Having a lady phase,
Like
yeah.
Picasso with his blue period.
Yeah, sometimes you just want to cleanse the palate with a dick, you know?
Well, that's quite enough.
Peanut
Vagina. Now for a bit of penis.
Exactly.
The biological terms, Dan. Grow up.
cock sorbet?
Is it true, Catherine, that now I started spouting some lesbian knowledge recently on the pod and I don't think I knew what I was on about.
That's crazy because you wear the hat so well.
Thank you. I actually
Yes.
identify with the lesbian community. If only they'd accept me.
I see that for you. They won't. Go on.
No. Is there a little bit of snobbery about... Because I remember when we used to go clubbing, I ended up hanging out with on the gay scene in Manchester. And I just got a little sort of touristy snippets of the sort of life. Could get quite bitchy, but also I got sort of told about lesbian culture. And these were young gay girls on the gay scene in Manchester. Yeah. There was a bit of snobbery about a girl if she'd slept with a guy. Or if they're from a group of gay girls, if one got drunk and fucked a guy, she could like be banished from the lesbian village.
I do think biphobia exists very much in the queer community as much as it does the heterosexual community. A lot of the time the people who have an issue with me being bi are lesbians, and that's changing. But I think if you think about it, if you're told like you're not really gay, lesbianism isn't really a thing, you can't get married, like you tend to like, I think you become quite defensive of that position. So when it feels like somebody's betraying the cause a bit, I don't think it's rational, but I understand why people were that way.
Oh, so it's a real thing. It can be like, how dare you?
100%.
You were part of our scene or culture.
Exactly. Like, and also it's sort of like they feel, I think sometimes like it might invalidate us all. Like now men just think we're all like ultimately like 3 vodkas away from fucking them, and it's like,
right,
that's not the case.
Yeah.
But
I met some lesbians when I was hanging out there that were far from 3 vodkas from, they were like they were front line.
Yeah.
Yeah. There was no amount
gay.
of alcohol
They
or
were
drug.
gay.
Oh, they were. Oh
They were
my
gay.
God. As they had me in a headlock, I was like, this is not more than 3 vodkas. Yeah.
Yeah. But I do think like, I think now people are less worried about everything fitting in one box. Like you can call yourself gay and occasionally sleep with men. You can be like I think Fern Brady the other day was talking about, maybe she won't want me to say this. Well, she said it on our podcast, so it's probably fine. But how like she thinks of herself as sort of hetero romantic, but like fucks women. And I'm probably that way a bit more. Like I'm probably a bit more like romantic with women and more likely to have had a long-term relationship with a woman. But I've had long-term relationships with men, but generally, it sounds
The
like I'm
palate
saying I see
cleanser.
them as sex objects to cleanse my palate,
That's okay though.
which I do.
Well, I'd like to stop the podcast.
Right? It's outrageous.
So
But let's
there's
remember
more
that Dan-
tolerance
Dan
in-
is the sexist here.
right, yeah, I am.
Let's be clear.
totes.
Yeah.
So with lesers, no.
Yeah.
So genuinely, there's more tolerance now within the gay scene.
Because I think things like queerness as a term, instead of like being gay, you can be queer. I think like in terms of like pansexuality, I think people are just a bit more like, do whatever you do. It's a movable feast, and you should do whatever you feel like. That's not to say that I think the new battle that's interesting to me is like there's a lot of transphobia amongst lesbianism. So like lesbians, so like TERFs often
Trans
use.
exclusionary radical feminists.
Yeah,
I've
often.
been on Google.
Amen. Very good. Well done. Are people who often will use lesbians as like protecting lesbians as a justification for being transphobic. And I think that's an interesting narrative. It's like a new. But listen, what am I saying? I guess I'm saying women hate women. And
Women
they'll
hate
always
women.
find a
Women
way.
hate men.
No, no.
Women hate everyone. They're really
Well,
angry.
who's won this debate? No, that's a scary like prospect, isn't it? That when I went, I'm talking about clubbing sort of 15 years ago,
Yeah.
where I was very made aware that like, oh, we do. If one of these girls did that, then this would happen, and maybe that thing has changed, and everyone's moved past that.
Yeah,
and now all of a sudden there's a new problem, and it's transphobia.
Yeah, it's a new target, I think. And also I think the other thing is that like when straight people are biphobic, it's less reasonable to me. It's less about like a personal cause feeling betrayed. It's much more like she's probably trying to just get my boyfriend's attention, and it's like your boyfriend's a dog. Do you know what I mean? Like that's not why I'm fucking women. I don't care for your boyfriend that much that I would
How self-centered
go
you gotta
down
be to
on
be like,
multiple
she's fucking women.
Yeah.
She wants to shag John.
Yeah, exactly.
John
She
Favela.
lived with her ex-girlfriend for a few years
For 7 years.
just to fuck Gareth.
yeah.
I do think
Yeah.
like it's definitely better that there's a lot less sort of putting people in boxes and stuff, and
Yeah.
people can just do whatever they want.
Agreed.
Because sometimes
I feel like
Because
he's about to
sometimes
come out a
you
little bit.
start- you
I
start
don't
a podcast.
Get out of that box.
no, but I don't always get salt and pepper chicken from the Chinese chippy. Sometimes I
Yeah.
get a beef curry,
Oh my God.
and sometimes
Can I just tell you, thank you for speaking for the gay, bi, and trans lesbian community with your chicken takeaway analogy.
But don't you think that sometimes, like, so for example, you were like, oh, if I were gay, I would want a twink. I feel like women have more permission generally to be like, even if they're straight, to be like, that woman's fucking hot. If I was gay, I'd fuck that woman, right? Like women are like, I think generally it's like less of a diminishment of their like womanhood. Whereas if a man's like, yeah, I'm not gay, but like if I were, Jack Grealish is a piece of me.
yeah.
That somehow diminishes their manhood in a way that we
Yeah.
can just be like,
I'm starting to notice handsome men a lot more.
oh my
Like if I
God,
walk
Adam,
past a
what
man
is
in the
this?
street and he's attractive, I'm like, you know what? Well in me.
Could you see yourself only having beef curry?
What?
Could you see yourself only ever having beef curry?
No.
No.
Sometimes I'm like, do you know what? I'm not hungry, but if I was, I'd have some spring rolls right now. But I've got
Yeah.
no room.
Right.
Are we talking about gay culture, or do you want lunch? Are we still talking about? Isn't that? It's so true though. There is more homophobia within hetero men than there is within hetero women.
Yeah, because like it's sort of a cliche as old as time. If two girls are necking each other in a club,
Yeah.
it's just seen as they're having fun.
Yeah.
But if me and Carl did that, then we'd never hear the end of it from anyone within a 3 mile radius.
Oh,
of it
if I
happening.
snog Freddie Quinn on a dance floor, I could empty that fucking dance floor.
I think you've got more problems there than the homophobia.
Yeah.
I think you might be risking gum disease.
Never mind social stigma. What about gingivitis?
Is homophobia not as bad as gum disease?
What?
Is gum disease worse?
Gum
No,
disease?
it's just the point is just that you could have both in that situation, and that feels worse
Right.
than one. or
I'd
the
rather
other.
someone think I'm gay than think I've got gum disease.
It's not about that. We're just being
I'm just
addicted.
putting that out there.
Thanks.
We're just being addicted,
I'm answering
Freddie.
this ridiculous question.
I was just trying to get the levels of what's worse. that's all.
You're
but
right.
also because I think with gay male sex, we've like decided that that's emasculating, because we also have decided like somehow to decide like to kind of call bumming only a gay male thing when it's like straight men have a prostate.
Yeah.
And but like I think they don't get to necessarily enjoy that as much because we've decided that's.
I also don't think it's necessarily emasculating if you're the top. I don't think there's anything more masculine than bumming another man.
But I think that's okay. But hang on. First of all right,
a big, hard, muscly man.
More masculine. Nothing more masculine.
No, I will die on this hill.
Killing a bear with an axe.
What about? But like, I think that's
Killing
it's
a bear
just
with
as
your dick?
masculine to
Oh, sorry.
receive. If the dude if your top has a big dick and it's in your ass, it's pretty masculine to take it.
Yeah, and you're not allowed to even flinch. You've got to take it like a man. Like, yeah, this is what we play for.
I did a stand-up routine for a bit about this.
Yeah.
Because I got asked by someone from my past if she could peg me.
Yeah.
And I said no.
Yeah.
And I admitted in the routine that it is absolutely some deep-seated homophobia that I cannot get rid of. That's all that the no comes from.
Yeah.
And I wish it wasn't there, but it is. Yeah, I imagine there is an argument that it is more masculine to be able to go. Oh,
You know when you say someone
have
from your
anything.
past, you know,
Yeah.
it's too vague. It sounds like it was like your year 4.
She asked.
Yeah.
It was definitely a her.
A
She asked.
But it's yeah, it sounds like your year 4 primary school teacher or something. Like, you mean an ex?
It was a woman,
Okay,
and she doesn't.
and
go
I
to
was
the
a man.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah,
Was
she
there
was a
no-
woman and I was a man.
And what were the Chinese food analogies you could have used? No.
She asked me, "Did I want
Didn't you? Don't need to.
I just
a
think
pad
it's real.
thai?"
Do you not
I
like
don't
pad thai?
like fish sauce.
I don't know if it works.
I'm not having
It's
pad
sad so
thai.
many straight men are missing out on pad thai.
Really? Apparently, it feels really good when you get pad tied.
Yeah. Because
Yeah.
that's like women being like no clit stuff.
No, but that's not totally the same, is it?
You
Because
can't say pad thai and clit. There's got to be two analogies.
Oh, sorry,
surely.
like no prawn crack.
Prawn crackers.
What
know-
is this?
my
trying to
only
keep it
thing with it is it's the bum bum, innit? And the bum bum, it's can be a bit, pooey.
Oh yeah, sure, but like douche.
What the fuck?
I don't think. I don't
not
think.
fucking
I
years
don't
of
think you
age.
can douche while being masculine.
God, what does that say about straight men? I'm masculine, that's why I'm full of shit.
I mean, she's right. Isn't she? You listen to this podcast, you've got a fucking sense of it.
I have douched before.
Nice.
Well, at least I'm not on my own on shaved leg island. Talk us through it, Adam. When did you douche?
Douching is a good thing. Why are we saying it like it's a
Oh,
bad
it's a
thing?
brilliant thing. Let's hear the story. Where were you? Year 4? The Chinese takeaway?
So you hadn't decided on the pegging, so you were just weighing up your options. You were in the
No,
bathroom.
it was when I lived with my dad's.
Fucking hell, Adam. I'll help you out with a few things, but I'm not fucking doing this, lad.
Is that better?
Please tell me it was a bonding experience, please.
No,
This has been such a stupid one.
Are
you sure you want to do this?
No.
Do it anyway.
A girl asked me, could she peg me? And I said, no, but we can test the waters
With a little
with a little
finger.
pokey bum blowjob.
Nice.
And she went, okay, here's this thing, clean your butty hole.
Well, she just get that from under the counter?
Just to clarify, you don't mean bum blowjob though. You mean fingering.
Pokey bum wank.
My penis was in her mouth
Oh.
and her finger was up my ass.
Okay, yeah, I got you now. Sorry.
She had full control.
Yeah. And yeah.
Keith
You're sticking
Richards.
pedals, sure.
And it was,
No, what am I talking?
Where did you do it?
I'd done it in the bath. I cleaned my asshole in the bath.
That's appropriate.
Can you imagine your dad coming out? Fucking hell, lad. Hey, you fucking...
Maybe your dad would have been like, about time.
No, he wouldn't.
I thought you'd
Because he's
never
a
do.
Scouse working class dad. Scouse working class dads, as much as you want them to be, don't walk in on their sons douching themselves and be like, fucking hell, thank God for that. It's 2018. Oh, I've always wanted to see this. Things Scouse dads want to see from their son. Fucking scoring a hat trick with me there watching. Getting a university degree and cleaning out your arsehole in the family bathroom.
I think it should be on more cards. That would be, I think, it should be a goal of more fathers.
Yeah.
I'd love that for you, Adam.
Yeah. I still couldn't relax when it was happening. Even though I knew I'd cleaned. I know this is disgusting, but I was just constantly thinking, do not shit on this girl's hand.
Yeah, that's fair.
No, that's my... I'm sure there's loads, there's a magic button, isn't there?
Yeah.
It's just not an easy journey to get there.
Well, I guess all great things take work.
I really feel like we need an advert there.
All great things need work, and you can work on your pubic region with Manscaped.
Oh, what? Not followed by a butt plug ad?
We're not sponsored by a butt plug.
Well, now you could be.
Adam's douche.
If you own a butt plug company, get in touch.
There's loads of them. That's fucking...
They don't do any other sex toys. It's just butt plugs. They're like the Five Guys of butt plugs.
John's butt plug. John Favella's butt plugs.
John's butt plugs. John Favreau's butt plugs.
Oh, God. It's also like what? Okay, here's a question.
Oh, keep going.
You finished the section.
I actually tried to press the button and failed, so it's meant to be.
Only because I've been thinking a lot about sex toys lately, in part because I do material about it, but in part because when you have a breakup, if you're a straight person, you have to decide like who gets the TV, who gets the sofa. I've been trying to write material about how if you're a lesbian, you also have to decide who gets the dildo, which I think, frankly, is a big discussion.
Oh, is there a communal dildo?
Communal?
Yeah, I mean, if you buy it as a pair, it's a bit like if you buy a microwave. You're not going to have two microwaves.
Surely it's whoever's card was used to buy it.
Well, sometimes you have a joint account.
Yeah.
And I do think you should get credit for being the one to go in and ask for it. Even if you didn't pay for it, there's a lot to be said for the person who goes in and says, "Do you have this in black?"
Do either of you
know
want
what I
it?
mean?
Isn't that just going to remind you?
So here's the thing: is I was talking about it on stage, and so one guy was like, "Do lesbians not have loads of dildos? Like that somehow solves the problem? Like you could sit them all down on the sofa and be like, which mummy do you want to go with?" But
I think a lot of straight men think it's like
you're picking captains of 5-a-side.
Yeah.
I want Kev.
Exactly.
No, I think it's like in Men in Black when they open up the cupboard and there's a fucking load.
Yes, exactly.
I think
pick the black one.
But the weird thing is, like, people just look at you in judgment, like it's crazy to think that you'd reuse it with a different person.
It is crazy.
Yeah, it is.
Why? You don't like? Do you get a new dick every time you get a new?
No, Catherine.
Okay, but
I'm sorry. It's not.
I can boil wash my dick. Can you boil wash yours?
No.
Then I don't think it seems any different.
He doesn't have the choice to boil wash his dick.
Yeah.
I think you knew that he
try.
couldn't boil wash his dick.
I think.
Hang on. You knew he couldn't get a new dick. She said that to be funny and prove a point.
No, I'm saying this right now. If it was possible, if it was physically possible.
No, but Adam, I'm not talking about like you'd rather get a bigger, better dick. I'm
No,
talking about like you just like straight up a new dick.
It's already been reduced when I was 9. We're not going to go back into that, okay?
It hasn't, he's lying.
Okay.
Carry on.
They don't believe me. I've got the scar. I'll show you all if you want to see it.
He's like Dick Harry Potter. Go on.
I'm sorry, you've got a
You
got a penis reduction.
No, he didn't. Don't bite.
Okay. Okay, sorry. A good rule for all dicks.
You can't be like, oh, we're moving in together and you bring your dildo, I'll bring mine. Maybe they'll get on in the drawer.
You can.
Where have you been? You know when you've both got like a dog?
The same place.
Yeah, they just
We're
wag their little
French now.
tails.
No.
Yeah.
If it was possible,
Like step siblings.
if it was possible for men
Singlings.
to get a new dick.
I said it wrong. Catherine's meant for this podcast. She was like, Sablanche.
If it was
Jobs.
possible for men to get a new dick after an old relationship, a lot of new girls would be like, you better get a fucking new dick, mate, because I'm not going near the dick that she touched.
Okay, but now imagine each dick it costs you like £145.
That's cheap for a dick.
Is that how much they are, yeah?
Yeah, if you're like, unless you want like a Windows XP dick, yeah, they're
What does
pretty
that do, though?
Well, it depends on what you. So dildos do loads of shit now.
What does a £145 dildo do?
Do they sub clips? Because if
do they sub clips?
do they subtitle
Clip. He wants to hire a
I thought you
dildo as a member
missaid
of staff.
sub clips.
Because Steve's gonna have to start doing some more work if he wants to justify his hours.
I genuinely thought you missaid sucklets.
And some of them do that.
They do, yeah. You can get those too.
Oh, like a frightening worm.
You can buy like ones that you can control with your phone.
Yes, you can. Or your partner can control with their phone.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
I've got one of them.
Well, that's awful.
It's very
I've got one of them.
exciting.
Well, what if they're on the 2 o'clock train to London and think, fuck it, we're passing crew, I'll mess with her.
That's literally what you do.
That's why she would have put it in her underwear so that
Yeah.
you can.
So you put it in.
Oh, no, sorry, I thought the dildo was still at home with you. And then she's like, fuck it, she better not be wanking, up to 10. And then all of a sudden you're like, whoa.
No, it's like, it's meant for this. So like, I've got the app on my phone. You put it in your whatever.
Not me. Think of someone else. It's not happening.
Okay, a
married.
lady that I'm dating puts it in a and a
Vagina.
Or cunt. Or cooch.
pussy.
Fanny, pussy.
Pussy's the best one. So it's in
I
a pussy,
disagree.
and
I
I
think
go,
cunt is.
and you can literally set it to a song. I'm not even messing.
Bum, 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 bum,
Yeah.
bum.
You can. You can choose a song. You can go wild on the rhythm of it. You can set your own rhythm. You can set it on loop. Yeah.
If it works that fucking fast, I want one. Where
The
do I
best
buy
one is
it?
Eminem's Rap God.
Rap God.
Yeah. You want to build up to it with that.
So is this what
Yeah.
the £145 ones do?
No, because you're not talking about dildos anymore. You're talking about clit stimulators, right? Or like
No, it
or
goes in.
vibrators.
Yeah. Goes in, yeah.
What does the dildo do?
Dildos can vibrate, but they don't
Too
necessarily.
many D's
I
in
think
that
you
one.
know what the dildo
don't-
does.
A
No, but in
£145
Carl's head,
one I
they're
don't.
£7 in the bargain bin at Wilco's. Not 145 quid shipped in
Are
from
you thinking of
Taiwan.
loo brushes? Because that's what those are.
I'd want to do a lot for that much money. is what I think.
Wilco's. Here's the cleaning section, and there's the sex toys.
It can do most of the things a dick can do
Most. Oh yeah, of course.
without the mess. Unless you want the mess, you can order ones with the mess.
That's so strange.
That's
Wow.
Why are they so expensive?
Well, I think it depends on what they're made from.
Right.
And also, some of them are designed for different things, movement or not. Some of them are glass, which feels like a bit of too much jeopardy for me.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Glass stick.
yeah.
Yeah.
Class.
There was like a story in Barcelona before COVID of a jewelry store being robbed, and I think all they took was a crystal dildo, which I was like, yes, get it, lesbian bandits, get it.
A crystal dildo. Wow. Who's that for? Spanish nanas? Who wants a crystal dildo?
Who doesn't want a crystal dildo?
That sounds like the name
Yeah,
of a
now
woman
you've
on my
said it
Dave
enough
station,
times.
don't
I want
Call
it.
me. I'm Crystal Dildo.
Oh, hang on. So that crystal dildo, it was had pearls on
Put
it.
the telly on so we can see.
Okay.
Have you found it already?
Google.
Gosh, fucking.
It's the world's most expensive sex toy. There
And how
you
much
go.
is it?
$1.3 million.
Whoa.
Would you have that?
I don't think my cunt's worth $1.3 million.
No, see, that'd be something you argue with when you break up. That one.
Oh yeah, that one. Yeah, come on. You're taking that dildo to court.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
let's break that. How
With
do
a
you break-
145 quid one, I think you're just going to have to pick up a double on Saturday and buy yourself a new one. Do you know what I mean?
Fine.
Yeah, you don't want your pension in a dildo, do you?
That's mad, that.
Oh wow, that's
And you don't want your dildo in a
stunning.
pensioner either.
That also looks a bit like something that they like. You could hide a
Touche.
secret in the Addams Family or something, or like get your fingers locked in.
Oh
Would
my
you
God,
put-
that's so
It looks
true.
like a
Do you know what I mean?
nuclear weapon, is what it looks
Would
like.
you have it on
Yeah,
show
if
as
a
well?
nuclear weapon was basically produced in like the Spanish Inquisition era.
If only they put the same level of effort into female orgasm as they did nuclear deterrence.
All right.
I always think that.
All right, love. All right. Fucking hell. Jesus Christ. All right, let's have an advert for nuclear disarmament. Wag wag lids, it's Dan. Hope you're enjoying today's episode. Do us a favor, if you're watching on YouTube, like the video, subscribe. If you're listening, follow us on all socials at Have a Word Pod. Tell a friend, do something, help spread the word. Also, I'm on tour next year. If you want to come and see me do stand up, get tickets at dannightingale.com. Appreciate you. You're a good egg. You're a good lid. Back to the episode. Ready?
Boom, ready.
So, on the Patreon exclusive episodes that go out every Wednesday, sign up at patreon.com/haveawordpod, you fucking pube. We have started doing, so we basically got talking about Adam's Catholic upbringing. I was raised Muslim, so I don't know the ins and outs, mashallah. I don't know the ins and outs of Catholic guilt and whatnot. I'm obsessed with these confessionals, which he hasn't really done. Anyway, Long story
I was
short,
entrapped into confession as a child. I threw my mate's jumper over the fence and they took me to the church, to the confession box, just put a teacher on the other side and made me confess it.
and Jesus gave him
That
detention.
doesn't count. That's not official.
No, but they found, all they wanted to know is, did I throw the jumper over the fence? And they found out.
Oh, what you're saying is
I wasn't
you
prosecuted.
fell for it.
Yeah.
He was a child.
I was 5.
Yeah, any Irish kid would know the difference between a priest and a teacher, though.
Okay. Anyone?
I'm not rising to your bullshit.
Leave it.
Are
So
you-
we've started the confessional. We've started confessions, and we're just doing them on Patreon. But you are the daughter of a deacon.
I am that.
Are you religious yourself?
No.
No.
Nope.
Wow.
Nope. My dad is a deacon, which is like, if you don't know what that is, it's like a part-time priest, because in Ireland they were running out of young men who wanted to give up sex and money, and I guess they could have let women do it, but they were like, and then didn't. And so married men can now be like part-time priests.
But they can't be priests. They've got to be deacons.
Yeah, there's special stuff only the priests can do, and they can't do that. One
So-
of which is confession, in fact.
Oh, so a deacon can't do
No,
confession?
because they have wives. Women are fucking gossips. There's
Oh,
no
why-
way they're letting them have the. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. There's no way they're letting them have the confessions. Can you imagine? And my dad doesn't want them either. He's like, I don't need to know who's done what. Thank you very much. Like, it's bad enough that he knows anytime someone's born or died. He doesn't need to know.
Did you do confessions as a kid? Do you have
Yeah,
to be?
of
You have to be
course.
confirmed, don't you, before you can do a confession?
No, you have to have you have your first confession as
Yeah.
part of the process to your Holy Communion.
How old were you at Holy Communion?
8.
Seems legit. You need
Oh,
to
we
really
did it
get.
different here.
No, we
Communion
didn't.
and confession were totally separate.
Not
Yeah,
for
they
us.
are. They
Oh,
No.
what's for me? Yeah.
no. So confession comes before your communion. So
Was it?
you make your Holy Communion after a process of preparation, and one of those processes is first confession.
Just one more side note, and we don't really have to go into this. It's just
Sure.
I'm interested. Is your dad religious? Like properly religious?
Yeah, he's a deacon.
Are you all right?
What?
But I know a priest in Liverpool who's not really asked.
Father O'Leary. Father O'Leary. All right, lads. Hey, welcome to the confessional. Fucking hell, shot someone.
No, but
Nightmare.
But think about it,
On
right?
you,
Think
off you
about it this way. Because priests, right? Priests start out presumably very interested. Then they get jaded by a lack of sex and presumably they're terrible PR. And then eventually they're presumably less bothered. Also, that's why you get like the ideal priest who does a mass in 25 minutes. You're like, yes, this man's over it and I'm here for it. Whereas...
Fast mass.
Indeed.
Nice.
Deacons have actively opted in despite a lack of a need for them to do so. So my dad was actually trained to be a priest when he met my mother, left the priesthood for her. She got written out of a will and referred to as the devil woman, which I think is one of the coolest stories I've ever heard. She kept the letter. What a badass. And but they've chosen. So he already has a job, a wife and 3 kids, but he's chosen to opt into the church on top of it. So the man's religious. Yeah.
Yeah, he's
a big-
into it.
He's a big fan.
Yeah.
Well, who was the letter from? The church?
Oh no, the written out of the will one.
Yeah.
That was a great aunt.
Great aunt. Because she
Well, she was like obviously not a great
because
aunt.
she's
what I'm saying.
basically tempted a man from the priesthood.
Yeah. Which, because when my dad was trained to be a priest originally, that was like becoming like that made you sort of a like celeb in a small Irish town. If even the fact that you were going to be related to somebody who was going to be a priest.
Oh, yeah.
Like it was a big fucking deal. It was
Really?
like,
Oh, it's like,
Oh,
an
yeah.
under 21 cap.
oh, exactly that.
Do they have
Exactly
posters
that.
of like the priests and that on bedroom walls?
Yeah,
aren't they?
yeah.
Well,
Yeah, they do.
Ensign, Father
I want to say no, but the worst part is I want to say no, but all of my like elderly relatives have at least a cross in their bedroom, which I just think is like.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's the weird. In
what a
Ireland, they do a
boner killer.
Panini sticker collection. Oh my God! I've just filled County Mayo. Yes.
But you joke, but when John
Who's your shiny?
But when John Paul II came to Ireland, it was like bigger than any rock concert has ever been. Like over 1 million people went to see him in the
I
park.
love his aftershave. to be fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is great, isn't it?
Sorry. I'm sorry.
I love his aftershave.
Nice. Jean-Paul Gaultier has aftershaves and perfumes,
Yeah.
but there was a pope called Jean Paul II. So that's the joke.
Just 2 actually.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Was he in the Pope Mobile?
He wasn't. No, that's for the Vatican. What kind of heathens are you? These are terrible questions.
I don't know what the Pope
Well, I'm a
drives.
Muslim, so there's a start.
Can the Pope drive a car?
Yeah, but that's not.
It sounds like a joke. Can the Pope drive a car? The best shit in the
So when the Pope came to Ireland,
Yeah.
did he have like security with him like he had the Vatican,
Yeah.
or was he just on his own?
Oh, no,
Yeah, he just came over on a Ryanair flight. Came over on his own. Jesus Christ, no one's with the Pope.
Of course there
Whoa,
was security.
blasphemy.
Yeah, of
Well,
course.
that.
But yes, I'm the daughter of a deacon, and you're going to do. Are you doing confessions? Do people write in their confessions?
People have been writing in their confessions.
So we
I'm so
came up with this a
excited.
couple of weeks ago,
Yes.
and Wednesday's episode was one of my favourite for ages for a load of reasons. His wank fantasy was up there, but
What's your
then
wank
people.
fantasy?
I kill my girlfriend off, and then Lucy Pinder knocks at the door.
I need you to say
she's
that at a
looking
slower
for
pace because I
refuge.
don't. What was that?
For me to have like an imagination thing,
Can you tell how she dies, please?
You kill your girlfriend.
because I'm not going to cheat on her. So
She
she
has-
falls off the
She has an
balcony.
accident where she falls off
Landing.
the stairs.
Wait, did you kill her or did she have an accident?
She has an accident.
By the way, he fast forwards through this bit. He doesn't like actively think about it while masturbating. He's just like, oh yeah, she's dead. He's at home. The wank fantasy starts with him at home sad. Ding dong, former pastry model has come to suck him off for no reason.
Wow.
Yeah.
No, she wasn't there for that.
She was there for Jen.
She was there for Jen, who was
She's
who's not in.
I'm so sorry. She come to visit a friend called Jenny, who was at work. So this very attractive former pastry model rang on a random door for shelter from the rain and then sucked you off.
Because she's attracted to sadness in men.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Feel safe?
Wow.
So
No.
we've had a jingle made. These are the confessions.
Now I sang
Okay?
the jingle and someone did post-production on it.
Tell me whether
God,
that's
is it
wrong,
about
whether I need to apologize.
You can't hear it because you chose to turn it off count.
Oh, I bet it's a banger.
That's absolutely
It is.
It's a banger.
I'm not going to get too enthusiastic.
Something like that.
I don't agree with.
12 patron sign-ups just for listening to
It's
this.
just me going, ba-da-ba-da-boop-bop.
Wagwaglids, please keep this anonymous. Back in my heyday, I had a girl called upon. I called upon a girl in the early hours in the morning randomly. This went on. Sorry. Back in my heyday, I had a girl I called upon early hours in the morning regularly. This went on for a few months. One random. So he's obviously got a bit of a. They're just shagging.
Yeah.
They're
Yeah,
shagging.
yeah.
You got that?
I got it.
Right,
Yeah.
cool. One random drunken.
I've been a booty call for someone before.
Unlucky. What was his name? Great joke. From before. What
There was a
random...
woman who used to text me every now and then when she was out. And she'd just be like, I'm out and I want to fuck someone. Can it just be you again?
You mean out drinking rather than like out? I've
Yeah.
just been home bargains. I've just got some Dettol
No,
and I
Dad,
fancy
you
some
have
dick.
to be drunk to text him. Let's be very clear.
Okay, yeah.
She was.
She didn't do like the school run in the morning and be like, fuck, it's 9:15 and mama like that. Mama like that.
No, she would just text me and be like, I'm ready to fuck something and I'd rather it be you because I know it's passable.
She was a romantic. wasn't she?
Yeah, that's beautiful.
And your self-esteem was in the bin so much that you were like, get on me. Who was she?
Somebody say possible?
Name
was
it.
Your
Lucy-
year
it
4
was Lucy
primary
Pinder.
school teacher anyway.
It was Lucy Pinder.
Can we just... This is a serious email.
Is it?
One random drunken night, I knocked on and she wasn't in. Her mum answered.
Sorry, is this before mobile phones?
What?
Was his heyday before mobile phones?
Let's assume so.
Okay.
The mother answered. I go in, one thing leads to another, and he's put in brackets, bang, bang.
He killed the mom.
He killed the mum. 2 punches. This email is from Anthony Joshua.
2 punches.
Bang, bang.
Bink, bink. SS.
Bink, bink. Fast forward. I'm sorry, you're getting bored. Fast forward a few weeks later, I'm back there with the daughter.
No, you don't get to go back.
And while things were happening, the mum was knocking on the door asking if I wanted a cup of tea. More like a cup of pussy. I cut all ties after that, and the girl was kicking off because I never went back with an explanation. Should I feel guilty? Am I absolved? That's from a dirty monkey. He doesn't call himself a dirty monkey. I'm calling him that.
So he had a regular lady who he was having casual sex with.
Had a side piece.
He went
Not a side piece, a
Booty
piece.
call.
he went
Yeah,
there,
yeah.
he went there one night and he was hair piece as well and they were all very happy.
Oh, communal
And he
piece.
went there and they had a communal thing, him and the mother, and then he went back one more time like the murderer returning to the scene of a crime. More bangy bang with the regular girl.
Got freaked out by the mum knocking on.
And then thought, no, do you know what? Never again.
Should he feel guilty? Are we absolving him of guilt? Has he got to pay Jermaine penance?
Remember how earlier I was like, sometimes when I'm attracted to men, I feel worse about myself. This is why.
Yeah.
I thought you were going to
fuck
say
is
you were
that?
attracted to him then.
Absolutely not. Who is not only like has the goal to fuck her mom, but also to go back and check if it's chill? We'll just check if it's chill. Like, best case scenario, he fucked her mom. Worst case scenario, he killed her mom. Every scenario, he went back there.
The mum sounds like a fucking delight, though, doesn't she?
How do we know that she knows that they were fucking?
Why would he have knocked on the door?
It is weirder if she just let him in as a random lad.
Yeah. She knew who this guy was.
So either way, she's a freak as well.
Yeah.
Oh, no, the girl who's the...
But maybe
the original young lady who he's been
that's
bonking
fine.
randomly, she seems like a normal,
Yeah, yeah.
she's
Yeah.
young, yeah.
But then again,
Mum's an animal, he's a dirtbag.
Yeah.
although, if the mom was interested, maybe he came highly recommended. So maybe she's the kind of person who talks a lot about her sex life to her mom,
Possibly.
such that
She
he became
recognised
a
that
reasonable
dick.
option.
So you think what's happened is she has gone,
She brags.
Mom, listen, I've been shagging this lad and he's fucking great. His dick's massive and he always makes sure I finish. And she's got, well, fucking hell. Next time you're out, Mama want a piece of that. That's what you think happened.
I'm not victim blaming. I'm just saying there's a reason this. Unless he's like, look, this man is not absolved.
You're not absolving?
No fucking way.
I know she's not emailing in, but tu padre amore on the mum. Come on, man. What are you doing?
Yeah.
She dirty.
Yeah.
Oh my God, we're like sisters. We share everything.
Yeah.
Put your thong away, Doreen. Oh my God.
So the idea, Catherine,
I'm so can I just clarify what was that sound in your mind as you were doing it?
That was me going, no, I'm not into
and
it.
being sick.
Being
Okay.
sick.
All right.
Were you
cool.
worried he was choking on a dick?
Yeah, I wasn't sure which one it
What,
was.
Doreen's dick?
No.
More transphobia.
Wow.
Is he going to pay Jermaine penance?
Here's the thing. So the rules we've set up with these confessions,
Okay.
which is going to be a Patreon exclusive feature from now on, is if we don't absolve them,
Yeah.
we've got to give them some penance.
Great.
So what we gave the last guy was he had to, for a full month every week, offer to clean the windows of his entire street.
Oh, you didn't say offer. You just said clean. You just turn up with his fucking window lean. Don't even ask, lad.
You were like, be a peeping Tom because you were already a fucking weirdo.
Yeah.
So yeah, I meant he had to ask. So he had to turn on and like, do you want your windows doing?
Somewhere that man is hearing this back going, for fuck's sake.
So what, we're going to let you, if you're okay with that.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's guilty. Are we guilty?
Guilty.
Oh,
What's his
definitely
Jermaine
guilty.
penance?
Okay. Well, who's he actually hurt? Daughters of, frankly, poor mothers.
I mean, she's oblivious, the daughter.
Is she?
Yeah.
Is she?
I don't know. She seems it.
Who's oblivious? The daughter?
Yeah, she didn't know anything about it.
I imagine if the mother is the character we've portrayed her as, then as soon as he's fucked off and not come out, she's like, Mum, you know that guy I told you about who had the big dick and was always great? He's fucked off. She's like, oh, it might be me, that. I jumped him, didn't I?
I agree.
Better.
I agree.
Let's watch Curry.
I think what he's ultimately done is gotten between mother and daughter, so his penance should heal like relationships between mothers and daughters in some way, I think, or at least pay it forward.
So he should become a family counsellor.
No, that is not what I'm saying.
What do you want? Buying both tickets to Mamma Mia and take them to the West End. I'll wait in the car.
I've got you and your ma, a spa day. Here you go.
I do feel like he should go to like the local manicurist and just pay for any mums and daughters in there.
Do you think that's going to be a welcome thing? And any of you's related?
Any
Can I buy you a voucher?
You had people climbing up the windows of their neighbors.
I was asking. Hey, I've got a new ladder.
You think it has to be more punitive, so it has to be something that he'll hate to do.
Yeah.
It's be something that he won't enjoy doing that benefits other people, like window cleaning.
Okay. Lawn mowing?
Yeah.
Feels like it speaks to the crime.
Right. Yeah.
Who's lawn?
What?
Let's hope he doesn't listen to this in February.
He's mowed too much lawn,
Oh, the
so now
damage
he's
he
got
could
to
do.
mow some lawns.
Exactly. Although it is the winter, that grass will be wet.
Carpet cleaning?
Yeah.
Also speaks to the crime. Yes, good, nice.
Oven cleaning.
No.
Yes.
Everyone wants a clean oven, and they're fucking hard to clean.
Well, who's he?
They
He
take
can't
so
go
much
back
time.
and clean the oven. He'll get.
other
He's
people's
going to get
ovens?
fucked by. What? Right, listen. I'm not shagging you or your mum, but I'm here to clean your oven. It's not a euphemism. Put your knickers on, Doreen.
Here's a crazy shout, and this is you don't have to go with it. What if his penance was that he had to get in touch with a girl and apologize?
It's not funny.
Okay.
It's too serious. Thank you.
Okay.
Get your lawnmower out.
Yeah, you got to mow.
But he-
Oh, that's it. You've got to go to the Yorkshire moors and cut all the grass.
I am here for that.
Yorkshire moors,
Yeah.
where the bodies are buried.
Oh God.
Whose bodies?
The kids.
I know.
What?
Anyway, so you should say sorry to the girl.
I think you should
Yeah,
just say
actually,
sorry.
I think we should have.
I think just say.
I think Catherine had it.
but in it,
I think Catherine had a pretty good sense of it.
but in it, he has to admit what he did in case she doesn't know. He has to say it.
Yeah, but wouldn't that ruin a relationship with a mum?
Yeah, that might make
But that
things worse.
relationship's already ruined. She just doesn't know it yet.
Yeah, but isn't ignorance bliss though when it comes to
Oh
that?
God, Catherine.
No, I want full information.
Right.
And can it be about the Moors murders in any way? No? Okay. Because a lot of people died and it was awful. Oh, yeah.
He
It
just mentioned mowing the lawn. You mentioned the bodies.
You can't blame me.
He said, go up to the Yorkshire moors and start mowing. Where the fuck did that come from?
I wanted a large patch of grass, and it's the first thing I thought of.
Right,
Couldn't
yeah.
have picked a football pitch.
No, it's not big enough. Yorkshire Moors is bigger than any football pitch.
Fact.
It did feel like I'm gonna let it slide, but
Check.
that felt like no, Catherine. When men play football,
check the FA website. That's legit. We don't do mistruths here. Let's do some have a words. So we're going to try and solve some problems for people. I mean, that guy's going to hell with his dirty dick, mowing lawns,
thankfully,
Moors
hell
murderers, a
probably
lot.
doesn't exist. All right. Can I tell you one thing? I fear that I would have also maybe if the mom was hot, I feared that I could see how it happened.
Oh, God, yeah. Why not?
Okay, great. Okay,
Sexy
great.
as fuck.
So then,
Yeah.
hang on. Because I sort of, if you're both admitting that, then I'll admit it out loud as well. If I was not in a serious relationship with a girl and we've been having casual things and it was just, we're playing tennis back and forth, I'll fuck you, you fuck me,
Yeah.
let's all be happy. If I turned up and her mum was like, I've heard you're great at
And
this.
her
let's have
mom
a-"
was fit.
Yeah.
That's important, and she wasn't there.
So what's going on? Is he absolved?
So then you've got to absolve
But
him?
we haven't done it.
No, but
you
that's
said you
only
had to-
through a lack of
No,
opportunity.
I'm sorry, what's the point in confessionals if it's not to just judge strangers for behaviours you haven't had the opportunity to engage in yet?
She knows the industry.
She's not.
I wouldn't do it.
I would. Absolved.
Bullshit. No.
All women are horrible. No, I'm joking. It's time for have a word. Once I've done the jingle. Right, so we've got one from a lady. Says, Wagwaglies, please keep me anonymous, but I'm a 26-year-old female. Actually in a right pickle here. I'm proper in love with my boyfriend, 26-year-old male. Got the house, got the dog together, everything's good, except he has literally no sex drive. I was a bit of a shagger in my time, and I keep trying it on with him, but he's having none of it. Doesn't like handjobs, blowjobs, and when we do have sex, he can't come. I've tried dressing up. She's a lady. Love it. I've tried dressing up for him, lap dances, striptease, sexy texts, and I just feel like he doesn't want me at all. However, my ex has said he's still down to fuck. Loved banging me, loved head, and was into all the dirty kinky shit that really I like. The more I think about him, my ex, the more worked up I get. He's also got a girlfriend, and I know I shouldn't talk to him because it's dangerous and borderline cheating. It's cheating. But my ex just knows how to wind me up, press my buttons, and make me feel sexy and wanted. What the fuck am I doing, Lids? I want to stay in my relationship because I really do love my boyfriend, but I really don't know if I can go the rest of my life having missionary sex. Tried to talk to my partner about it, and all he kind of just... all this, and he kind of just isn't bothered about sex. What am I doing, Liz? Go on, have a word with me. Can I just say, I read this to Laura this morning because it came through this morning. I felt like it was juicy.
Yeah.
And my wife was sat there, and I was reading it out. She was like, oh, because Laura loves a bit of the goss. She's like, oh. And then when she said, I can't go through the rest of my life just having missionary sex, we both looked at each other like, we do two positions, though. No, different because you go on top sometimes, so that's
But
totally
also,
we're
if
fine.
you're both vanilla, it's fine.
I
This
have an
girl doesn't
opinion.
sound it.
Oh no, we have two. Me and my wife have pretty much two positions, which is
Yeah.
me trying and then her getting the job done. That's enough. She taps me out.
That'll do, pig.
Yeah, that'll do. Big.
God.
Oh.
One of
Yeah.
your positions is you trying. That's so sad.
It's just me trying to be funny,
Yes,
Catherine.
I love it. I know, but it felt true.
It really,
yeah.
honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I-
Is apologising a position? No, go on.
I 26.
Yeah, I think there's a reason here.
What?
Forget.
I think there's a reason here.
Wow.
He getting that sex somewhere else.
Oh.
I think he's either getting sex somewhere else or he might be dealing with some sexuality issues.
Yes.
But I sort of can't really get my head around a 26-year-old lad having kinky McKinks offering everything and him being like, do you know what? No, I'm going to have some more shreddies.
I don't think it has to be that he's getting it outside of the relationship, and I don't think it has to be that he has a sexuality issue. I think if he isn't sexually confident and she is, men can find that emasculating to the point that it inhibits their confidence in bed and makes them not want to do it at all. I also think there's a considerable chance he just has a very low sex drive and she doesn't, or he's not happy at the moment. Like depression massively inhibits your sex drive. So I first of all, I don't think she should try to solve the problem outside of the relationship. So I definitely think she should talk to him. But if he's unwilling to talk to you about it, then you shouldn't be with him. There's an option where you leave. There's also an option where you just ask him, can you have an open relationship? And just fuck outside the relationship if he doesn't want to have it and you're happy.
Well, that was all the options very quickly, wasn't it?
Next question.
Oh, sorry.
Hang on.
I just mean, like-
Let's unpack it then.
Don't fuck your ex-boyfriend if he has a girlfriend, because that's not fair to her. But if she's happy with an open relationship and your partner's happy with an open relationship, then go to town on each other.
Could you do that? Could you do that just out of interest? It's something we've talked about a little bit.
I've had a non-monogamous relationship, yeah.
Right.
I just can't get me head around that.
Adam can't. You know, love if you
What
you know
words
love
you-
someone. If you love someone, set them free. Adam just clings on for dear life and just wrings its neck until it's unconscious. That's his style of love. Have you ever seen MMA when they don't tap, when they tap in and they keep going? That's how Adam loves. Like, come to sleep.
Like Lenny with the rabbits.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't...
What a beautiful of mice and men reference that was.
But it's...
George. Sounds like this. Sorry, Catherine.
No, I'm just like, I think it's just...
If
sad.
anything, in my relationship, I'm the rabbits. She clingy. I like her.
I just think it's really easy to think that sex is something you shouldn't have to prioritize or that you should be able to go without. I've definitely done this in relationships. Like the mental gymnastics I've done in a long-term relationship to be like, oh, it's fine that we're not having sex is insane. Like I've been like, maybe I guess our love is just too pure for sex. And it's like, fuck off. No. But I definitely have done that, and I think it really gets you down, like massively. If you are trying it on with your partner and it's constant rejection. And it's one thing if they're willing to talk about it and they're willing to try. But if they're not,
No.
that's like that's not okay.
My sister and I have talked about life and love and relationships over the years, and
But she still won't fuck you.
she will not.
I'm so sorry.
She's just against it.
yeah, same with
Weirdo. But she genuinely she sums it up with all couples. You've got to want to bonk.
Yeah.
If you don't want to bonk,
Yeah.
you're not a couple.
Yeah.
You are friends, like gallivanting around like you're a couple, pretending to be a
unless
couple.
you are both stated asexuals, that is true.
Yeah.
Like unless you like, that's fine. But
Literally every time someone says asexual, Gary Delaney's joke just pops in my head. A lot of people say Cliff Richard is asexual, but I'd be gay. She's one of the best jokes ever, and I hope Gary doesn't mind me doing it on the pod.
that's
God.
great. That's great.
Yeah, if you both, there's a thing with couples. If there's too much of a disparity
Yeah.
on major things,
Yeah.
like intelligence, attractiveness, sex drive, that disparity can cause issues, can't it?
And the saddest part, I think,
Age.
is how much she keeps saying she loves him, because that can be true. Like you can absolutely love somebody who isn't your person. Like it doesn't
Yeah.
mean
You
like
absolutely
and
can.
nobody would think you saying that we're not having enough sex, so I'm so unhappy that I have to leave means that you don't love him. But also, does he know that those are the stakes? Maybe he
Are you
should be
gonna
like,
cry?
dude, I'm gonna leave.
But no, I was just being silly. But
I thought you were genuinely getting a bit emotional there.
No.
Just,
Catherine.
I think she sounds like a really genuine person.
Yeah.
But if at 26 you bottle this up.
Or 56.
I know, but I mean, she's 26
Yeah.
now and she's articulating this
Yeah.
to the point where she's emailing us bellends.
Yeah.
She must, and to say you're into the kinky stuff, and I've been, like, in my life, I've prioritized some of that stuff.
I'm sorry, do you think that dressing up is kink?
No, I mean, just all of the,
Yeah.
like, the dirty
She's
and
sexual.
It is that
sexual. But if you prioritize that,
Grow up, Carl.
oh my God, you
Costume's not a kink. Come on.
What a Pokemon then? What if you dress up as a Pokemon?
Well, if you're a furry, that's a kink. Is that what you're saying?
No, but I mean,
Yeah,
if
but, like,
but
all
if that's
dressed up
the
as a
most
little-
important thing,
We're not here to kink shame her. Sorry, go on.
is she dressing up
Shaming
as
it, we're encouraging
Pikachu?
it.
Yeah, but she's obviously very into sex.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And she
but
wants
if
to
you
fuck her partner.
prioritize that over all the other things that make a relationship,
Yeah.
you are going to end up in a very sexually driven relationship with someone that you don't necessarily want to be
Of
with.
course.
But then there's the flip side of it, which is he's so nice, but it's just like having
Do you
a
know what I
flatmate.
always say? Life is about balance.
You honestly,
Wow,
you always
that
say
is
that,
always
don't
say that.
you?
stunning. Oh
You
my
always
God.
say that. And you
Do you
also
have a
say you
t-shirt
used to
of
be a
that?
wasp in a previous life. So a lot of people discount what you say, you fucking nutter.
Well, life's about balance. Like, you gotta have the sexy stuff and the other stuff, and you have
Yeah.
too much sex and all of that, and you tip that way. And if you have too much of that and all that, you tip that way, and you don't want to be tipping over.
Do you know what? I genuinely think, although the X thing, to stay in a relationship and do the X thing is wrong, this is fucked, this relationship, innit?
Yeah.
This sounds...
But it's so hard.
Let him go.
Screwed.
Let him go.
But if you told me, I think if I'd heard this like 2 years ago, I'd actually have felt sick listening to it because I'd have been like, no, so many things other things are important. It can be saved, it can be fixed, but only if you're both trying. And it doesn't sound like he's trying. And it's so, also, like, it's so fine to want to fuck, especially if you want to commit to someone for a long time. You want to feel sexy. You want to feel noticed. You want to feel like someone's paying attention to you.
Yeah, Adam.
Honestly, Adam.
Dress up for Dan.
Yeah.
Dan,
This is why we're not a couple. You never want me.
You'd make such a good Pikachu.
Since I've had a baby, you've not even looked at me like that.
It's because you remind me of a
Bastard.
Diglett.
She sounds fun, and I wish I'd met her when I was 26. But I don't think this is going to last, is it? And he's not going to go for an open relationship. Is he going to just over the boulder shredded?
Why not?
Enjoy the dick? No.
I don't know. You know, if you said to your partner, you'd be surprised how many partners would be relieved to hear you say, look, I need to have sex. You obviously don't want to have it with me. If you've tried everything else, what if we have a non-monogamous relationship, not where I see people repeatedly, not necessarily where I date other people, but where I can have sex out of the relationship so it takes the pressure off us? Some people would welcome that.
I got offered that recently by a listener.
By your wife.
No,
Oh, no, sorry.
a girl was like, we've got a list of people that we can sleep with, and you're one of mine. She emailed at 11 a.m. on a Monday morning.
Good for her. So you were like right after book the dentist and get the kids to school.
100% what I said. She seems very organised. I've got that parking ticket to pay, council tax for this month, try and fuck Dan Nightingale. And within the email, she was
That's
like,
lunch.
she was obviously Dan's married, so if Laura wants to join in for a penny, in for a pound.
Ooh.
And I,
Did you shout
told
to
Laura. I did. And that night I think it got like Laura competitively frisky. It was good.
Because
Do you want me to start sending you emails like that every week then?
Oh, yeah.
But next time, if it could be a more believable hour, that'd be great, Adam. Please.
Yeah. Leave it till 6 p.m, you weirdo.
I've had one glass of wine. Get your dick out now.
Dan, you knobhead.
I like to think she sent like a round robin, like she sent that to you, to like George Clooney, to whoever her other people on her list are.
Do you think that's the
No, she doesn't sound like she has huge esteem, but like let's like other people of
Order. First of all, how would she have George Clooney's email? Second of all, she didn't CC in anyone else.
It's probably just george.clooney@icloud.com.
Should we give it a try?
Yes.
But yeah, it's not. There's not many relationships where like, do you know what?
Where you're the
I'm
special.
knackered on a Tuesday night. Why don't you go and get some Tuesday dick? You know, go and have a Domino's with someone.
I think
Suck
lots
'em
of
off.
people's relationships look different. I don't think anybody who does that can say. Like,
Do you
there's
think as you get older, you get a bit more liberal with this sort of stuff?
oh my god, that question felt like Catherine. You're 100 years old.
Well, you've done drugs in your 30s, you old lady. Because I think I'm a bit more like, nah.
I think people do understand that, like, you can't be all things to everyone, and that includes your partner. And that doesn't mean like you necessarily have to have other like sexual partners, but like I don't need to do everything with my partner. That's what I have friends for as well. Like you get different things from different people.
Yeah, but sexually,
Yeah, I don't want
usually
Sam
with
to
your
play
part-
five-a-side, but me. That's what I got him for.
Yeah, exactly.
And I'm not shagging you.
Yeah, but it's a weird point, isn't it? Because we are talking about the sexual stuff. Like, no one's saying like your girlfriend should do your accounting.
No,
like,
for sure. But I guess my point is like some people you can start to see it in that way in terms of like
Yeah,
that it doesn't mean that they're less.
I have an accountant, and
Yes.
I like ball gags with that guy. Yeah. He does my tax return. He spanks me. Yeah.
I am fascinated. What if Laura had said, "I've never had sex with a woman. I would actually like to try that."
I would have considered it.
Yeah.
I would have been on booking.com pretty fucking quick.
When you're not allowed them around your house.
What with the kids? This is Mummy and Daddy's friend.
I'll look
Everybody
after the
put in their
kids.
earplugs.
What if it was a man and a woman?
Literally on this episode, Laura was like, "Stop talking about our sex life. There's people from school, from my daughter's school." No, I don't. No, it's not. It's not how our relationship goes.
Okay.
We could pontificate, but that's not our game.
Yeah, that's totally fine.
But I genuinely think the couples who are more into it, usually older couples, who start going, "Oh, it's just a bit of sex."
Yeah.
I think when I was 20, I'm not trying to be that guy, but when I was 29, if I was in a relationship, I'd be like, "No one's touching my girlfriend." And
Yeah.
now I'm 40, I'm like, stick it somewhere.
Well, I think it's because I think what you have with your partner the longer you're together is so much more important than a fuck, right? It's like
Yes.
you're not like we've been together 17 years. Your fuck doesn't threaten us. Whereas
Yes!
if you've been dating 6 months and it's like, why do you already want to fuck somebody else? Why haven't I enough?
We're thinking about buying a static caravan. What's a fucking group bang? Nothing.
Is that a new discount website?
Yeah, I was like, what?
Hey, if you've got a static in Abersock, you can take a third lover.
Yeah, you don't want to do that on wheels, I suppose. An orgy on wheels is not ideal. You want a static one.
If you're happy. If
John,
you're
did you put the fucking handbrake on?
classic North Wales.
John Favela again.
The amount of
He's gone to
threesomes
visit
I've had. John. Oh my, I've got such a bad back.
John Bach.
Oh, well, this has been an absolute pleasure, Catherine Bohart. And
Thanks.
good luck with your pod with the wonderful Helen Bauer.
Thank
Trusty
you.
hugs.
Hugs. Where can we find the podcast? Is it everywhere? Is it
Anywhere
on
and
YouTube?
everywhere that you listen to your podcast. We're on YouTube as well. We film it. And I mean, it's less calm than this podcast, I'd say.
Less calm?
Yeah, I'd say if you listen to this podcast on volume 8, maybe put us to a 4. We're shouters, I'd
I
say.
actually feel competitive about the calmness of our
About the
podcast.
loudness.
We could never have Helen and Catherine on at the same time. Although it feels like a really fun crossover, I don't think that would end up in Bedlam.
Yeah, it would be 4 people shouting at each other with nobody taking a breath.
Yeah.
And Adam ringing that bell.
I don't normally ring that. It's normally him because I'm normally the bullshitter.
Oh. I see that
I've
for you.
loved today. Thanks very much
Thanks
for
for
coming
having
in.
me. It's been
Where
a
can we
joy.
find
Fucking
you
great.
specifically on the internet?
Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, at Catherine Bohart.
There we go.
Please and thank you. Oh, and also I'm going on tour in the new year, which I think isn't on sale yet, but will be on sale at some point
From
next month. From catherinebohart.com.
And
Thank
is there a
you.
mailing list you can sign up to get priority?
Yes, there is. Yes.
Look
Oh
at
my
that.
God, you're such a stage dad. Thank you.
And Catherine's a brilliant comic. Go
Thank
and
you.
watch her work.
Thank you.
And if you are in Manchester and you're a Patreon and you're getting this on Saturday, you can see it at the Frog and Bucket tonight if it is not yet sold out.
Yeah, matinee and evening show on Saturday. I'll be there.
There you go. There is a brand new line of merch available with more coming. There's some really cool stuff coming up at haveawaypod.com. You can get the extra episode and all the early access shite at patreon.com/haveawaypod. Dan has already announced his tour. You can get all of that from
DanNightingale.com.
And I'm adamrowe.co.uk. Sign up to my mailing list. The end of October is when my tour is going to be announced, but obviously Patreons will get a bit of priority on that as well. That's everything. Go fuck yourself and your nan.
Me gone.